It's not involve the winner. I needed to involve the winner so I can get my pick 4 in.
Why you didn't? You were trying to beat the 5.
I didn't use the 5.
Mm.
I figure if I don't think Whitmore can lose, and I didn't think there was a 6-5 in the first leg of the pick 4 that could lose, I don't really want to hit pick 4 for $50.
There's no way that this pays that little.
I'm gonna agree.
If Whitmore wins, you won't see $100.
Whoa! Hey, let's not take things we can't take back. So we're back from our little break here. I think we need to repost a link out. Chase is listening to TVG very loudly over there.
Oh,
dude, I heard the TVG intro, the bow, 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 whatever that, like late 90s. Oh, Dennis is here. Hey, Dennis.
What's
dude,
up,
Dennis
man?
was fucking trashing me like crazy during that tournament for no reason.
He was also nice enough to put out the link to our site that we were going to be going live here.
Oh, I forgot. Let me do this real quick. Bam!
You deserve everything you get from Dennis. I'm kidding.
On the plus side, apparently Discord remembered where we were last time because I'm able to put the names back up very easily. So.
All right, I'm making a track bias just hunch stab at Gulfstream here. Do you want to refresh everyone on the?
Yeah. So the rules here: $50, trying to turn it into $500. First to do it wins. The only catch is Mark and Caleb must play tries and supers for a base bet, 10 cent and 50 cent. Chase and I must play 50 cent pick 3s and pick 4s. And everybody gets one $2 win play show bet per day. So that's kind of your lifeline. If there's a price you really like, you want to just toss a win play show bet on, build your bankroll up a little bit. That is allowed. Other than that, we must stay within the allotted rules. It looks like Gulfstream is loading. We are going to try doing this a little bit earlier so we can include Tampa, much to our dismay, because I know Mark does really well there. And what happened to us last time is we include Mark's honeypot, which was Delta, and all of a sudden, hey, the pool comes down in one show. So we're going to try and avoid that here. But yeah, it looks like Gulfstream loaded and they're off. Chase, who you got here? I know you played something here.
Yeah, I took a stab with the 5 and the 6 because just looking at the results, there were some outside posts coming. It's pretty sloppy, so I want some outside speed. I just realized that I accidentally had this pick 3 for $1 as opposed to 50 cents, which is kind of a dick move, but we'll just take whatever it pays and a half.
I think it's actually against the rules, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I figured it would go to the base wager.
TVG's weird like that sometimes.
If you lose, it still counts.
Oh, so we're allowing Chase to break the rules. I see how it is.
Look, you got Tampa next week, all right? All right, we're just trying to give ourselves a little heads up here. It looks like 1 and 5 are on the front here.
If this 6 at 40-1 comes in, that's a oh man, I think this 6 at 40-1 is loaded.
What do you have here, Chase? 6?
I've got 5-6 to start it off.
Dude, this 6 is might loaded. Have some horse.
This 6 is gone.
He's got some horse.
Go, baby. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off with a 40-1.
The only thing you're worried about is the 11, but the 11's stopping, so...
Oh, 6 might blow the turn. That's the only way he loses.
He did blow the turn.
No, he's fine, because I think the outside's better anyways. I think he's good. Whoa, look at...
And the 5 cuts it. What is this? Here comes the 3. Please don't give me the peanut yellow. Oh, my God.
This is gone.
Oh, I'm not a prophet, but sometimes I have prophetic dreams.
What did you have that for?
I accidentally started a $1 pick 3 with the 5-6.
That's really unfortunate that we're gonna have to disqualify that wager if it does.
Yeah, that's not gonna count.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll take the payout and cut it in half, and I can I'll pocket the difference.
Yeah, but think about it. You move the pool, and therefore it's not.
Yeah,
fair.
that
oh,
$1
yeah, move
at
the-
Gulfstream, man, really
That
moving the
50
pool.
cent difference.
Talking to the master fucking pool manipulator who's like, you want to see the pools move at Delta Downs?
Or Los Alamitos.
Or Los Alamitos?
I've never done either, I swear.
500 in, 500 out. Hokey pokey. Hokey pokey pool time. Well, that was a good start.
Longest price on the board by almost double.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose this in the next leg, guaranteed, because I wish I would have used my lifeline there.
You know, Josh, you know what would suck for a stream if Chase takes this down on the first wager.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if he does, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we I believe we said on the podcast this week that the reason we're not doing exactas is just to hurt you, Mark. So really this is about causing you pain. I quickly realized when coming up with this idea that this probably does not affect Caleb nearly as much as it does you. So
he came up with that idea and then decided that, yeah, that's how we're going to do it.
Yeah, this entire contest was designed to cause me pain.
now, if you guys give me a second, I am trying to put in ABC a pick 4 here for Oak Lawn. This is not contest play.
That's what I'm doing
This
as
is not
well.
contest play. This is just me trying to get tickets in here. So just give me I might be quiet for a second here, because I'm doing this manually because I refuse to deposit onto DRF bets. This always takes forever. I just hope I don't screw it up. That's actually, like, I don't mind the whole time thing, but it's just like, I always feel like, I'm gonna fuck this thing up, aren't I?
So 5-2 on Whitmore, huh? I think I may.
Yeah, if this thing pays less than $100, I'm gonna be really sad.
We'll pay it to Whitmore is $92. So somebody was right. I forget who said that.
I'm pretty sure that was both me and Chase said that.
It actually doesn't pay shit to Flagstaff either, which kind of blows my mind.
Dude, I love Flagstaff here, but so we were talking about this off stream. My brother is actually my brother likes to play. He's kind of pretty much part of the reason why I got into horse racing. And he wanted to split a ticket today. So I was like, yeah, sure, we'll split a ticket. And quickly realized that his opinions are completely different than mine. So we are I tried to bastardize some kind of ABC ticket here, and at one point I think I was at $427 ABC, and I'm like, no, this can't happen. So I'm pretty much single to the 6 in the second leg. I do have a C ticket with a couple horses covered, but other than that, we're gonna roll with this.
The daily doubles to my two horses in the next leg at Gulfstream are both $200 plus.
Yeah, you're going to take this down in one wager.
Caleb, I'm interested in asking you this. I asked Mark this just before we came live, and Mark gave a pretty good answer, and maybe you can bring it up again, Mark. But so I'm playing the ABC ticket here. I'm going to play both Bs. But do you, when you're weighing your A's and B's, do you do them differently for a pick 4 versus a pick 5?
I definitely do. Truth be told, I don't usually weight anything in a pick 5 except for all A's. I might play all A's for $1, and then play the rest of the combinations for 50 cents, unless it's a sequence that really seems like it's going to be a lot of favorites, and I think I can play it for a $4 or $5 base bet. With a pick 4, I'll probably still play my all A's a little heavier. I might play them 3 or 4 times, and then it just depends on how many B's I have. I might play all A's with a B for $1 instead of 50 cents, but I rarely press 2 B's or AC combinations beyond 50 cents. Unless I'm playing maybe a pick 3 where I really like some prices, like I might try to do that where I press my ABB combination, but not very often.
And then like, so are you more? I guess more of the point that I was kind of asking Mark was like, so when it comes down to deciding if is this horse an A or is this horse a B, do you like, are you tougher on the pick 5? Like, are you less likely in the pick 5 to move a horse from an A to a B just because you know you have less coverage doing that, as opposed to a pick 4 if you're going to full ABC it with 2 Bs?
Sorry, what was the question exactly?
So,
if I'm more likely to move an A to a B in a pick 5 versus a pick 4?
Other way, if you're more likely to move a horse from an A to a B in a pick 4 versus a pick 5.
I try to make my A's and B's in a way, regardless of the wager I'm playing, just so that I try not to think about it in terms of, okay, well, I have $60 to make an ABC pick 4, because you're going to end up probably making decisions that aren't fully reflective of your opinions just because of the budget constraints. Obviously, we all have to play within our means, but I don't really think of like pick 4, I only want to have 3 A's and 2 legs, whereas in a pick 5, I can have 3 A's and 3 legs, or like, I don't really think of it anything like that. For me, overwhelmingly likely winners, very likely winners, or horses that I think are massive overlays are A's. B's are horses that either the 3 to 1-ish kind of horses who I don't really like, but I could sort of see, or other somewhat priced horses who I don't love, but I sort of think have a shot or could outrun their odds. Looking at Oaklawn, the Count Fleet, for example, I think Whitmore is a very likely winner. I think 3 to 1 is actually a great price, and he's an A, because I think he's a very likely winner. Lexingtonian is 35 to 1. I don't think he's the likeliest winner, but I think I would bet him at 10 to 1, and he's going to be an A for me in a pick 4, which, I could see an equal argument to make him a B or a C because he's 35 to 1. But if you actually like a horse like that, I try to use them more aggressively instead of less.
Yeah, and Evil Bob Dole says it's more of a price limit on a base bet. In the pick 4, if you're going over $60, you were too spread. Well, let me tell you, my friend, because I have a $109 pick 4 going in here. So we'll see what fucking happens.
I mean, I don't think there's ever you're going too much or too little on a pick 4. It just depends on the sequence. I think this one pays. I don't see any odds-on favorites in this whole sequence. I thought Whitmore was probably the likeliest winner in these 4 races, and he's 3 to 1 right now. So
yeah. There's also a massive factor of the prices of the horses you're picking. If you handicap a sequence and you think, geez, I think these 2 or 3 favorites are really, pace compromised or something, and I like these, 3 horses, they're all 20 to 1. There's nothing wrong with moving all those horses up to being A's and saying, hey, this is going to be more expensive, but the net payout is going to so much offset that extra cost that I'm willing to have more exposure. There's an inherent trade-off there both directions.
Man, I rarely actually watched like the Oaklawn simulcast feed. I gotta say that Vic Stauffer like superimposed over the paddock has to be one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen, with his very egg-shaped head and gigantic horses roaming behind him.
All right, $109 pick 4 going in. Splitting this with my brother, so we'll see.
It might be like
playing a small pick 4 then.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is it's all base 50 cent. So I am going to come back and play the A's in the contest, though. So, well, I'm going to play my A's. Sorry, I should rephrase that. Play my A's back in the contest. Unfortunately, I had to use Bobby's Wicked One as an A here. So.
Hey, stupid question, Josh. Just being somebody who does play horizontals quite a bit, do you have an opinion you're leveraging, or are you that deep because you're spread?
My opinion I'm leveraging is the single to the 6 in the second leg. So
no, that's cool. I was gonna say to go back on Dennis's comment, and being somebody who plays a lot of horizontals, if you were $120 pick 4 because you were, 3 A's in every leg, I would come back and probably say you might want to work in your structure. You don't have an opinion there. If you're getting to that price because you have a couple of races with a lot of B's or a lot of C's, and you're really leveraging one opinion, that's probably an okay opinion to have.
the only real, honestly, the only real thing that I probably wasted $12, but I did play C's in the third leg, or in the second leg. I covered with the 1, the 8, and the 9. I actually really like the 8 and 9 here, but I just think that break evens should walk this, but didn't exactly run real well at Oaklawn last time out. So I'm covered to the 1, 8, 9 as C's there just in case. I actually really like, so I was actually here. I'm going to use 2 A's with Flagstaff and Whitmore. My split ticket I'm playing, I'm using Bobby's Wicked One as the A instead. I guess the reason why I was asking is about moving A's to B's, because I'm playing 2 B's. I didn't feel too bad moving Flagstaff down to a B and kind of conceding that. With my brother felt that strongly about Bobby's Wicked One, mostly because I think Whitmore is far and away the clear choice here. So I was thinking about just single Aing here with Whitmore, but my brother felt pretty strongly about using Bobby's Wicked One, so I moved it up there. But I was more than happy to move Flagstaff down to B. But in our contest, I am definitely going to use Bobby's Wicked One here, or Flagstaff as an A.
I don't want to shoot mind bullets at your $102 pick 4, but I didn't use break even on any of my tickets.
I also did not use break even on any of my tickets. Or wait, say, break even. You mean the favorite and the next? No. I'm sorry.
You literally told me you were single to that horse, so don't come back and be I did not use that horse.
I did not use
that's
that horse.
That's some premium Caleb bullshit right there.
I'm just 100% ass in the breeze when it comes to a Rosarioing right now, because I'm not going to use break even in the next one, and I'm going to use Shanghai Tariff, Heaven's Whisper, and Mount Brave.
I really like Heaven's Whisper and Mount Brave. The ticket, let me pull up and actually pull up my real ticket that I'm playing. I'm gonna be playing 2-9 in the first leg, 6-9 in the second leg, and then I'm going 4 wide in the feature. I'm gonna go 5, 6, 11, 13 there, and I'm gonna finish off with 1 and 10 in the last leg. So I am actually gonna use Mount Brave I'm just gonna caveman this, so I'm gonna use Mount Brave. And I think I might actually toss in Heaven's Whisper too. I just gotta do the math and figure out what the total cost of that ticket is, but it shouldn't be very expensive. So
with these early on, unless I end this contest today, early on my plan was I'm just gonna play kind of stronger opinions, cheap pick 3s, starting with singles or with a single on the leg, because I want to go, if I do it that way, I've got 10 bullets or, 25 bullets, as opposed to tapping out in the first one, trying to play big, spready, multiple pick 3 tickets or pick 4s. So the idea that I was going with was I'm just going to try to kind of connect on a pick 3 or 2 and build it up, and then maybe try to play some ridiculous pick 3s or pick 4s.
Yeah, so TVG does auto make it $1, because I almost just put in a $48 pick 4, and I was like, wait a second, that math doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to include the 8 and the 9 in the next leg as my A's. Just to get a little bit more coverage. So I am spending half my budget here on this race, this pick 4. Once again, I'm going 2-9, 6, 8, 9, 5, 6, 11, 13, and 1, 10. The only real thing, I'm kind of scared. I'm actually very scared of Kurloff here in the end, but I feel like I gotta make a stand if I'm gonna play cheap. So I I really do like the 10 Matru here, but we'll see what happens.
I just want to say for the record that I got home a horse to start that pick 3 with a jockey named Fanny.
Fanny Olson.
Fanny Olson.
So, by the way, considering there are 2 tracks currently running in the United States, the next to Oaklawn and the next to Gulfstream Park are going to go off on top of each other. Because, of course, they are.
No, Gulfstream Park is how many minutes to post? 7 minutes to
They're
post.
8 minutes
Oaklawn's
to post.
10.
Add the standard 10 to 15 for Gulfstream.
They've actually been pretty good about all 3 of them getting out of each other's way. So
I guess there's not really a big pool that's starting here or anything too, so that makes them kind of speed it up.
all right, now that I got my tickets and I can start looking at chat again.
I'm playing my bets off my regular ADW, which is going to make it a nightmare to keep track of what I'm betting. But
I'm doing the same exact thing. It's going to be a nightmare, and I'm fine with it. And by the way, I do have a trifecta at Gulfstream. I did 7 over 128 over 128 for a whole $3.
I might have something in my Naira Bets account. Let me check.
I just put some extra money on my TVG account just to make these things easier. Mostly because
What goes off first? Oaklawn. Okay.
Yeah. So mostly because our Naira Bets, at least for me, it takes a really long time for the deposits to clear. Like it's usually like 8 days, usually for me.
Okay.
And not
I do have money in Naira Bets. I'm gonna use.
And not so much to clear, but like in order to be able to like withdraw on it. So like sometimes I'll like deposit $100, and then if you run it up to run it up or whatever, and then like redeposit or something. Like it's like sometimes like the last week's deposit's still on there, and I'm like, I can't take money out, and then I get drunk and play shot tin too much, and
So I'm throwing my $2 win play show bet on the 1 Lexingtonian at Oaklawn. And I'm also going to play a trifecta here, but I haven't decided how yet.
What about Wendell Fong?
I got a super with Wendell Fong in second, and a couple trifectas in the mix with Wendell Fong.
I'm gonna go mush it.
It's a Sheets play.
Dennis,
boom, Sheets.
Dennis from the chat says, "I hope Chase wins his pick 3 so he has enough money to buy a razor."
I have enough money to what?
Buy a razor.
Buy a razor?
You want me to borrow it?
No,
dude, you notice how Dennis
for this manliness.
You notice how Dennis goes straight in on you and like doesn't say a damn thing about Caleb, who's looking scruffier than normal. Like Caleb's normally like it's nice and well manicured and stuff, and he's just letting it fucking grow out now at this point.
He's got like the college like sophomore year thing going, where like
with the little faux hawk. He's got the little faux hawk going. Yeah.
You can wear fucking pajamas and a tuxedo T-shirt to class.
How'd you know I had pajama bottoms on?
Because everyone has pajama bottoms on. Every single person in America has pajama bottoms on right now.
I'm Winnie the Pooh.
I got mesh shorts on. All right.
How meshy? Like, are they like wide mesh, or is it a pretty tight mesh? I'm hoping for the tight mesh.
No, whoa,
what are you talking about over there, buddy?
This needs to.
I'm wondering if it's like looking through a chain link fence, or if it's a little bit leaves a little bit to the imagination.
So Dennis is asking who we think the most likely single here would be. I probably actually think it might be Whitmore.
I agree.
In the sequence, in the pick 4 sequence, I would agree it's Whitmore.
I would agree it's probably Whitmore, but I could almost single the 10 horse in the last race, the Diodoro horse.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
I thought about getting that. I thought about getting that cute as well,
dude. Yeah, I don't know why. Like I said, like I kept looking at Kurlov, and like I was like, oh, this horse, all right. I'm like, man, 10 should win this, and I'm really using the one timeline more as a Asmussen and Ricardo last race at Oaklawn. It just makes too much sense. So he probably would normally be a B for me, but I tossed him in as an A. So yeah, this should be I think Whitmore at 5-2 is actually more than fair. Yeah.
I was gonna say on my non internal on the wrong lead contest account, I just fired a pretty big win bet on Whitmore at 5-2. I'm kind of shocked I'm getting these odds.
I'm just waiting for Manny Wah to come in.
Oh my god, if that horse wins. I am playing a trifecta here, I guess. I'm keying Whitmore on top, and I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm banking on hidden scroll missing the board.
Can we call him the your favorite saying?
My takeout reducer.
Yeah.
So I think, let me double check, but I'm pretty sure my brother, what horse is Whitmore here? Oh, never, or hidden scroll, never mind. He was not using, he wanted to use hidden scroll as a B here, and I had to relent.
Sometimes you gotta just draw a line, man.
Yeah. Although I fucking just reread his, I must have messed up somehow because he also had Flagstaff as an A. So I probably should have used Flagstaff as an A in our group ticket, but we're gonna roll with Bobby's Wicked One and Whitmore here. I really like Flagstaff here, but I kind of was hoping Whitmore would take a little bit more money and Flagstaff would float up a little bit. It did float up to 4-1, but I don't know. I think maybe that might still be win bet.
I just played a try here as well. The 9 over the 2. Well, I trifecta key 9 over 2, 3, 4, 11. So I've used a grand total of $9 of my $50 budget.
That is the one thing, Chase, is that the one thing that we are at a little bit of a disadvantage is that our plays tend to cost a little bit more.
They tend to what?
Cost a little more.
I mean, my play is a 450 play, which for them, I mean, would be, if they played it the same structure, it would be $3 flat. So yeah, I can see it.
But maybe it's just me because I have a I'm playing a pick 4, so
I do want to play something at Gulfstream. I just don't know what.
So both tracks are currently 1 minute to post. Awesome.
yeah.
not
But at
Exactly.
Gulfstream,
I fucking hate trying to find out who runs there.
at
Gulfstream might still be in the paddock with 1 minute.
No.
Yeah, they're literally walking onto the
Yeah,
track.
they did just come onto the track at 0 minutes to post. So yeah, because it's Gulfstream.
On my sheet today, I had in the race coming up, the Count Fleet, a superfecta that was 9 over 3, 4, 5, over 1 through 5, over 1 through 6 with 10.
yeah, we're at 0 minutes to post here at Oaklawn. I'm gonna start taking. I got the, I changed the I changed up the view here, so you got us in the bottom right corner. Got the Gulfstream PP. I'm gonna take a look at here, and then got Oaklawn there right above us. So Evil Bob Dole thinks that Oaklawn's gonna milk this a little bit, try and get that pick 4 pull up, I guess. What's
the
what
pull
is the
at?
pull at? That's a good question.
It's got to be probably 250.
672.
Oh my god, is it that much?
That's what I'm showing
Wow.
right now.
I'm gonna get this in at Gulfstream because I don't want to talk over the race. I'm just playing a trifecta at Gulfstream. I'm gonna key the 8 on top over the 7 overall because I don't try to figure out who's third in 5-horse fields.
Here we go, going to the gate at Oaklawn.
Are you ahead of me?
No,
I might be.
they're walking to the gate, like.
Yeah, they're walking back towards the gate.
Oh, I don't know about that. That does look like 6 feet between those people. They're on standing there.
Dude, they're in Arkansas.
Oh, look at that. No, that's definitely not 6 feet. Look at that.
They're not doing it for their.
God damn it. Oh,
the big
okay. Now
models
they're
for the
loading in.
pop-pops.
They're loading in, Caleb. Oh, these mother effers.
All right.
Why? Why is it all the same color saddlecloth? I hate this. Is this Keeneland?
Oh yeah, I hate that too. Especially because you have to mute Vic Stauffer, so then it's really hard to find out which horse is which.
Yeah.
Well, they've started doing like the number tracking thing at Oaklawn. Like it's not just like a static.
Trackers only kind of works.
If you're looking for Whitmore, just look for the fucking gigantic horse.
They're actually doing something different. They're not doing Trackus. They're doing like some other like GPS technology. I don't know what it is. They were talking about it on the Pacecast. It's pretty interesting.
They duct taped iPhones to all of the horses.
They must be working from the medical field because sounds like a medical field solution.
Here we go. The Count Fleet. Can Whitmore make it 3? A record 3 Count Fleet.
This is a
victories.
great price on Whitmore. Like even outside of the contest, like 5-2. I thought he'd be 8 or 9 to 5.
And he did not break well.
It's okay.
He's fine.
Yeah, he sort of stumbled coming out. That was all. And this is the trip he wants. Let the speed go. Sit just off.
Yep. Wendell Fong in the mix.
So is Hidden Scroll. Dude, Hidden Scroll, you dare.
Whitmore's looking
Yeah.
He's looking good.
real good.
Get it rolling, big boy.
Yeah,
Get it rolling, big boy.
He's coming.
And Wendell Fong's coming with him.
Right down the middle of the track.
That is the quintessential Whitmore trip.
That was a perfect ride. We don't compliment jocks enough. That was absolutely perfect.
Oh, here comes Flagstaff.
Nope.
Oh,
Perfect. Was that 9-2-11?
dude, what the?
That was 8, I thought.
Oh, that was 8. That
9-2-8, I thought is what it came in.
Manny Wah got up for third. Are you kidding
Dude,
me?
what the fuck? Why was Flagstaff so far
That's why I
back?
don't play tries, because Manny fucking walk and Quinn.
Manny fucking Wah comes up and he nails you.
If I was the jockey on that horse, every time I passed someone, I would just yell, Maywa!
You'd probably yell that like 3 times in your entire career.
Easy single.
I got nailed on my try by Manny
I did
Wah,
too.
didn't
I had 9 over like 5 horses over 5 horses.
This is why I don't play tries. The dumbest wager that's ever existed. This is stupid.
Lysitonian decided not to have his day today. I think he went back to hang out with Wendell Fogg.
And we were only a little bit right about Hidden Scroll, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Go stream team.
Oh,
Doesn't
Jesus
even hit
Christ.
board.
Yeah.
Not just the Hidden Scroll, but Hog Creek and Flagstaff both coming too late. I think the 7 furlong thing was pretty.
I
accurate.
am going to let you know that I had the horses 1-2. So thank you very much.
You had the horses 1-2? Oh, yeah, Flagstaff, not I was thinking Manny Wah for a second.
Dude,
I was
Manny
thinking
Wah,
everyone got
Jesus.
Manny Wah. Manny
See, Josh,
Wah floated up to 74-1. That trifecta is going to be
Dude,
big.
I'm just really surprised that
Maybe.
Flagstaff was fucking so far back. I think I don't know. It's hard. It's always
It's always
hard.
hard,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's always hard to tell. But I mean, if you just look at his last couple of races, he's been, length and a half, 2 lengths off the lead, and here he was like, he blew the start by like 4 or 5 lengths at least.
By the way, you got 3-1 on Whitmore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
incredible.
I can't believe I didn't bet any win money. I mean,
I only threw 100 at it. I wish I'd thrown more, quite honestly. But
I wish I made a real bet on him at that price. I mean, I didn't want to have the $2 win place on a 5-2, but I wish I made a real bet on him.
I was watching, after I did my picks and everything, like when it comes to big days like this, at like a certain point, like I just have to sign out of Discord. Like I can't look at Twitter. I can't look at anything because my opinion gets tainted. And we were pretty well set on Whitmore, and it was a pretty damn good opinion. Oh, here we go at Gulfstream, the 4 or 6 to continue the greatness of.
I kind of
Fanny Olson.
hope you hit this stupid wager just so we can get over it.
So that you'd never
Stop
have to
betting
play another
verticals
trifecta.
again.
Just so you guys know, I am using my win play show wager here.
See, Josh, though, if
I'm using it on the 1.
Dead rail.
I would say, Josh, if you had listened to Chase and I, you could have just singled Whitmore.
Yeah.
And your brother just wanted to use Hidden Scroll and.
Oh my god.
You need to tell your brother to watch the stream, and we would have explained why that's a bad idea.
We were all over. Thank God there's no Hidden Scroll t-shirts.
Yep.
All right, 4 and 6. We are off. 2 got the lead. We want the 4 or the 6.
I was pretty high on this 8 at Gulfstream. I had that horse as a stable horse from like December and just hasn't quite had the right time to bet him back yet. This is kind of a weird race with the pace and the off track, but figured a $2 try is not hard to take a stab at.
This 4 looks loaded.
Who do you have here, Chase?
I'm live to the 4-6.
Jesus, still no favorites. Dude, if you hit this pick 3, this is going to be over. Even if it is 50 cents.
I might join the Miata Club on this.
You might.
What is the threshold we've set for the Miata Club? I'm probably going to get nailed by the 7.
Solid yeah, you're going to get nailed by my 7. But Miata Club, 9K? You can get a solid Miata, like a nice driver Miata for 9K.
Dennis is liking the way the 4 is looking still.
That 4's dead.
I need the 7 and this 4 not to hit.
I just need this one.
Come
I need this
on.
one to
Get
re-rally
there,
for
7.
3rd. Come on, baby.
Oh, I want the 1 up for 3rd. That'd be great.
That ticket is dead. That was fun while it lasted.
You had a thrill.
Yeah.
Josh might get show money.
I'll get my show money back. So I'll probably
Boom,
I'll
end
probably end up losing like $2.
Did you say you hit a trifecta, Mark?
Yeah.
That try paid $318 for 50 cents.
Oh,
With a logic.
$318 for literally like the favorite with the second choice.
Menewa!
I mean, maybe Hidden Scroll
on
is
a
second
15
choice,
on a 15 cent it hit or 50 cent it hit that.
50 cent paid $318.85.
So all I had to do in the 3rd leg
All.
is hit all, huh?
Seriously, I mean, I don't use the all button because if you're a horizontal player, if you're a decent horizontal player,
It gets
you don't
really
usually use
expensive.
the all button. But
Well, there are notable exceptions like the 2nd race today at Tampa, but beyond that, you just don't use it. That's
you can use an all like if you ABC it. I have nothing against that. But to literally just like flat out all it and weight every horse equally, I never do that pretty much. But unless I'm hedging a Dutch double or something.
I mean, this try is going to pay all at $10 or something. But
Man, should have thrown in Manny Wah. I mean, I don't know how you get there, but like,
well, I covered with my win bet on Whitmore. I covered my cost of my pick 5. That's nice.
there you go.
And I guess I can work in one last pick 3 play at Oaklawn. This is I only plan to play just like one kind of action play at Gulfstream, and I had a good opinion. I just didn't have the right horses.
I haven't watched Gulfstream all day. I'm guessing they're off the turf.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, they only came off about halfway through, and it was a real rush. They picked up like a half inch of rain in like 5 minutes. It just deluged. See, I'm shocked that 7 wasn't favorite. I don't understand. Well, whatever. Gulfstream. So I have to min bet tries, really?
Mm-hmm. My looks like my brother hit the exacta and had a nice $10 win bet on Whitmore. So
There you go.
$3 exacta, which it paid like what, $18? It wasn't bad.
I mean, for looking pretty easy to have. I mean,
16,
I didn't
yeah.
like what's Flagstaff on top, but I thought he looked pretty logical to hit the board, especially with Rosario taking the mount and knowing he's going to rate that horse.
I decided to get super spready in this last kind of pick 3. Add one more horse in it that I thought was just kind of a bomb this morning, Raintree Starlet. And so I'm still covered to pretty much the same horses. I pressed my opinion in the Apple Blossom, and then I've still got this DeGrom and another price in the last leg.
So is anybody I mean, me and Mark are playing verticals, so obviously we know after the race. Josh, are you or Chase alive in anything?
I'm alive in a lot.
Are you alive in anything in the contest?
Yeah, the pick 4. At Oaklawn.
And I'm alive in the pick 3.
Okay.
I'm alive to Shanghai Tariff, Heaven's Whisper, and Mount Brave in the pick 3.
Oh, if you're throwing them in the chat, that makes it easier. It's hard for me to follow, but that makes sense.
Yep, I have in the pick 4 here, I have Break Even, Heaven's Whisper, and Mount Brave. So,
by the way,
I think I'm actually
gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
I said my $3 try paid $24.35.
Yeah, there we go. I think I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna play a pick 3, with Shanghai Tariff in here.
So if I was not an idiot,
top pick. No, your top pick was break.
Oh yeah, my top pick is Break Even. So I'm, you know what? Yeah, I mean, I got chalk in the front, right? So I should probably just, since I can only play base bet.
I mean, ride it out.
If I don't play anything here, then I think I'm done for the day.
So if I was just smart and it hit the all button in the third on the bottom of that freaking try,
like it really wouldn't have been hard to play a Whitmore over Flagstaff over all try. Like it's neither one of those first two are really that hard to come up with in that order.
I mean, I played literally a $6 try. I played 1 by 3 by 3. Yeah, I played it I think it was 1 by 3 by 3.
Yeah, I played 1 by 4 by 5 and still had no Maniwa. I could have played 1 by however many horses there were in that race -1 and still not hit the try.
Yeah, Dennis said that there's probably someone out there who went 2-9, 2-9 with everyone but Maniwa.
That's probably true. Maybe the problem was Shannon Hill this whole time. I don't know.
The problem is always Channing Hill.
So I looked at Manny. I mean, we're probably already spent way too much time on Maniwa, but when I was looking at his PPs, so he went to Bafford's Barn for 1 race.
I think it was like a license thing.
Oh, because Catalano is probably not licensed in California.
Catalano in California. Like, I think he just wanted somewhere to run and just transferred him. Even he was still being trained by Catalano, just kind of transferred him out and back for that 1 race.
Hey, he ran 3rd to Omaha Beach and Roadster. Or not, yeah, was it Roadster? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 5-horse field, and I think like one of them was a maiden, but
it's a grade 1 though.
He
is grade 1. He's what do they call it? Grade 1.
Grade 1 placed.
See, I always thought grade 1 placement you finished in 1st or 2nd, but apparently it just means that you ran in 1, huh?
It's like
no. It means you hit the board in 1. Win place show.
It's counterintuitive though, because like place also means second place.
Place means second place, so yeah, correct. It is very counterintuitive.
So my brother just texted me. Wow, we really should have singled that 9, huh? Motherfucker!
It's almost like we said that.
Is your brother subscribed? He needs to.
Your brother needs to start watching the stream. He needs to catch up a little bit because
shameless.
We handed it to him on a silver platter.
Yeah. I still can't believe we got 3-1. To be honest with you,
I know that was crazy.
That's nuts.
That's
I'm like
shocking.
I'm just like really sad that I didn't have any other money besides this pick. These two pick 4s actually.
As a follow up, I kind of 180 it off my earlier stream opinion on the Apple Blossom. I'm kind of against Point of Honor now. And my top pick, while I still do like Street Band, actually kind of shifted out to CC. I still don't like her at 7-2, but I do think that's the horse I want the most of, in this sequence. But I did spread pretty deep in that race in my pick 4.
Yeah, I actually have coverage now because of how my pick 5 was structured. So I'm CC would be fine. I agree with you on CC. I think she's the horse you don't know and has that upside.
If you're a Sheets player, her last race was the best race any horse in this field has ever run, I'm pretty sure. And definitely the best last out race. That being said, horses don't always respond well to that kind of an effort. So it remains to be seen how she'll bounce back. But it's been almost 5 weeks, and she's pretty lightly raced for a 4-year-old. So we'll see. But yeah, I do think that's the horse I want the most of.
My biggest issue with CC is that she's a one-race freak. She freaks, throws up a big number in one race. Obviously, does she bounce off that? Or was it just the perfect setup and therefore she throws up a huge fig? It's one of those ones that it's not somebody like a Whitmore. You go, oh, he's had a history of throwing up big figs. It's a horse that throws up one aberration, and do you trust that?
What was the buyer on the Beholder Mile versus the first 2 races of CC's career? If you have
guys, I just looked at what the $1 pick 3 will pay at Gulfstream, and I'm gonna go vomit now. Excuse me.
Yeah. You didn't need that money, did you?
You can use the all button. Welcome to my pain.
So if I'd used the all button, that was easy. It would have cost $15, and I would have. Christ, stupid contest. I can't believe Josh thought of this crap. Anyways, CC threw up 100 in the Beholder Mile. Prior to that, she had been running. Her maiden she broke with an 89. She ran an optional 40 where she ran a 97. Then the Acorn was an 85. She ran an optional 40 where she ran an 88, and then she ran 100. So honestly, she sort of paired tops back to that 19 if you're a Sheets guy.
That's what
she paired top in buyer form, but with how her pattern is, I would expect a regression off that.
So we still like Point of Honor here, right?
I downgraded her to a C.
I know, that's why I fucking walked away.
I went back and I was so high on her last year, but I went back and watched the handicap race. And if you totally toss the race, I guess that's the only way I could really still like her, because that race was terrible. She was so bad.
I didn't really like her, so.
Looking at the sheets, I liked her because the number she ran as a 3-year-old in Pimlico was huge, but she's never gotten close to that number again. And she was wide on both turns that day for Black Eyed Susan, which kind of leads me to think it kind of dressed up that fig, and she's never really run anything close to that number again. So, I think that her and Street Band are similarly likely to win, but I want more Street Band at probably twice the price.
My issue with Point of Honor is the fact that if you look at her races, she broke her maiden with a 76, and she ran an 82 in the Suncoast where she won. And then the Gulfstream Park Oaks, from the Gulfstream Park Oaks to that Tampa Handicap 40, she's been complete flatline. She's run an 87, a 90, a 91, a 90, and an 87. So she's an 87 to 90 horse. She can't run a 90 here and win this. A 90 buyer does not win this race. I don't see any ways she steps up, and she's also got a case of seconditis lately. So, touch of the hangs. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. She's not that as a horizontal person. She's that horse that looks great on figs, but you toss because you just don't think she can win. She's now, as a vertical player, you have to use her.
So, Caleb, I hope you saw what I brought up, despite you.
What'd you bring up? Oh, the ticket.
No. Look at the video.
Ooh.
I was like, fuck this guy. And then I also brought up.
Well, you got race 10. You got plenty of coverage there. That's not. You still have at least 2 of those 4 horses.
Oh no, I have a ton of coverage, especially in my my other pick 4 that I got with my brother. If we can get the 6 home, then we are on easy street. If we don't, then we're a little bit more narrow. But I actually still feel okay eating the C here, as long as really the only horse I don't want to win here is the 1. I do have the 1. We do have the 1 covered in our bigger ticket. But that's like you don't want to eat a C and fucking eat the C to the favorite.
Yeah, you don't.
No.
No. How are you structured in this race, Josh?
Which way? Contest?
Horizontally. Maybe
I have
either.
I have
I wanna know
689. I
how
have 689 here. As A's in. Okay, I'm in my caveman ticket that I'm playing here. In my my ticket on the side, I'm lone A to the 6, and I got 189 as C's.
you have no 4 at all.
No 4. My originally this was the leg that we went skinny on. I think originally we had 1, 4, 8, 9, and 10. The 10 scratched, and then I cut the 4. And we had a little 5 too. I mean, like I said, we had. I mean, when we combined our two like opinions, we were about as far away as we possibly could.
I mean, I don't know. I thought this race melts like 99 times out of 100.
Yeah,
I know they're doing-
100% agree. This screams melt.
So I tossed. I mean, especially after the clunker the 6 through last time, I have a tough time going back to the well with a jockey who I hate on a speed horse on Rosario, and I think the 9 Mount Brave is going to give her anything she can handle early. So I was looking for off the pace runners. I went 1, 4, 8 here.
Yeah, I used a lot of the 4, being able to probably sit off this pace and fire into it should it really get melty up front. I mean, maybe break even's that good, and you can kind of ignore her last, but I hate the fact that it's her surface last, and yeah, that race should have come back better. I mean, maybe the long layoff. This is second off, so does that move her forward? It should. Good second off trainer in Brad Cox, but yeah, I tend to agree. This screams melt, but Rosario's in the race too. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, I feel like this might be a try opportunity for me because I don't want to use the 6 anywhere. If I can toss the 6 completely, I think this gives the try a little bit of value. I'm just trying to find a better way to structure it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that quite yet. Didn't you say you like the 11 here?
No, I don't know where Chase went.
I see he stepped away. He had to run or something.
Well, so I mean, if you really think this melts, then you want 8 here, right?
I think 8's the horse that is the best off the pace runner. I mean, those last 2 figs kind of jump off the page at you because of the new barn. Is it because of the off track? I don't.
Horse has also never missed the board at Oaklawn.
Yeah, I think 8's the horse you have to. I mean, for a trifecta, like that's the kind of horse I key in first, second, and third, and then wheel 2 or 3 others with him in the off positions. I mean, to be fair, the 1 horse is also 9 for 10 on the board at Oaklawn, and the 1 was probably my top pick. It's one of those times where you read the conditions and you almost wonder, like, was this written for a horse? Has not won $45,000 other than since November 18th. This horse invalidates that conditions as of November 14th, so he clears the conditions by 4 days, and then was on a 6-month layoff. And yeah, I think the 1's going to be tough here.
Yeah, 1 would screw me pretty hard. So
you guys don't have 1 anymore.
I have 1 in my personal
I
ticket, but like I said, I'm lone A and I'm all C's. But like I said, even if I eat a C here, I'm feeling pretty good because I do have fuck, let me pull my tickets. I had to mess around because of the constraints. We had way too many horses, I think, but my A's, I have 11 and 13 in leg 3. So that's I'm doing the Tommy. Serengeti and Lady Apple as my A's in race 10. And in race 11 I have Timeline and Matru. So but if I get 6 home here, I have so much coverage it's stupid. So really, really hoping for 6 here.
Honestly, the 5's the horse here that scares me a little bit. The 5 looks too slow, but you had to think that Drew had choice for Brad Cox and ends up on the 5 over the 6. not to mention Talamo rode the 6 last out and ends up, or I'm sorry, rode the 6 last out, and he ends up on that 8 horse. So there's a lot of jockey merry-go-round to figure out here, but the 5's the one horse that would screw me, who I didn't use, but I do kind of think makes sense if this horse can come from off the pace.
Yeah, but like, don't you think that after the clunker of a race that Break Even ran last time, and maybe Joe Talamo didn't exactly have a choice? I mean, I blame the jockey all the time, so.
I mean, could be.
And I don't know, has Sean Bridgman even been riding? I know he's mostly
I haven't seen him at Oakland in 2 weeks.
I know he's mostly Kentucky and Louisiana. I don't know. Does he ride at Oakland? I'm looking at you, Chase.
No, we get Jermaine Bridgmahan
Of Arlington Park fame.
Yeah.
You get the other Bridgman.
Yes. We get the Marlin and Tito to the Michael.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd be bragging about Sean Bridgman running at your track. He's
fine.
After meeting.
No one's bragging. I'm just making a.
He is not a wonderful human being. Let's put it.
Oh no.
What is he? What's his thing? What's he done? Do we need to rally up a posse?
No. I just met him, and he's not a nice human being.
Okay, fair. I've heard the same about Jersey Joe.
I've also can agree that Jersey Joe is not a nice human being.
He still owes me money from that ride like a month ago.
Hmm.
You know what
on the flip side of that, JJ and both the Ortiz brothers, the nicest people on the face of the planet. Sayas, also extremely nice person.
You can't have a haircut like that and not be nice.
It's funny because Jose is a little more chill. Arad's a little more on edge. So,
Dennis is also all over the 6. Sammy the Beast also all over the 6. I'm just afraid that Clamps is also all over the 6
I hope that Clamps is all over the 6. This is the A I want to burn.
Amazon's on the 6.
God damn it. So
I'm 1-8-9-11 in the pick 5.
I'm gonna play a try here. 1-8 over 1-4-8 over 1-4-5-8. I'm assuming the 6 and the 9. Ding dong all the way down the track, as our favorite Fauner Park announcer would say. And I mean, if Bobby's Wicked won, the Hidden Scroll, I mean, none of the speeds held on for any of the race last time. And those are better horses. I don't see a speed holding on here unless one of the two missed the break. One of the big two. There's other speeds in here, but I don't think they're very good.
Yeah, and also Chase has been saying the track is not super juiced. Somebody like a Whitmore was very able to close into that, and that's sort of been happening. It's been pretty fair. So you're not thinking that it's a juice track where, a stupid speed horse can, speed the speed and take it on the front end. You're going to assume
I haven't. Everything that should fall apart has fallen apart. That last race, I absolutely should have. And, we're getting into the higher class horses with a couple of intermissions, and I believe we've probably said a few times usually the better the horse, the less track bias actually plays into it. So I'm glad that everyone else kind of liked Heaven's Whisper here. That felt like a good little find at the 6-1 morning line, but he got absolutely tattooed down to 7-2.
So Jeremy Balin, and this is when I really started to notice it about 3 weeks ago. Posted on Twitter. The Fauner announcer really leans on Ding Dong Battle, and then the other one is picking him up and laying him down. And if you ever just go, back and listen to the any of the replays, which I don't know why anyone would want to go back and look at Fauner Park replays, but the
research.
There's like a 50% chance that one of those sayings is in the race. So
the guy McNerney also really big on picking him up and laying him down.
I kind of want to glance at Gulfstream just because it's off the turf and public just notoriously bets turf races as if they're once they're off the turf, as if they're still on the turf.
The problem with Gulfstream is that there's been so many scratches. This is
I know it's hard to play a
horse race. Like, how do you play a try? And you get.
If I was going to manage a double or something, maybe, but
this is the hand you've been dealt. Adapt.
I don't want to adapt.
You got an MTO horse at even money. That's fun. It's always fun.
Very fun.
I'm going to use my one win place show bet of the day on VJ's bet at Gulfstream.
I honestly don't like this MTO horse.
I haven't capped it.
So,
which race goes off first?
Well, now that's the fucking
go
thing. Yeah, now they're approaching.
Now they actually are.
Yeah. Oh, I can do that too.
This feels like an.
Oh wait, I can't open this bottle. I feel like I've this has happened before.
Oh God, not again! Really,
Josh?
Really, Josh?
You're better than this, I think. You want us to call your wife?
I got it open.
I'm not looking at Discord. What the fuck is happening right now?
What? What happened?
Oh, could you not get the bottle?
No, I got it open,
I heard like water, and I heard people like upset.
I'm starting out with
I was like, Josh has just pissed himself.
You add water to that, Josh?
Do I have water in it?
Do you add water?
I usually take a sip and then I kind of decide, but this one, I normally add water to.
Yeah, I feel like Stag's one of those ones that opens up a lot with a couple drops. Or a drop or two.
Which Stag is that, by the way?
A Stag Junior.
Yeah, I need to grab something tomorrow. I'm out of brown liqueur.
Yeah, this has been open for probably about like 3-4 months now. I think I got this around December. So it definitely, I think, needs a little bit of air, and it's really, really hot. But if you add a drop or two, it really does open up. This Elijah Craig barrel proof. So this is minimum age 12 years. This is batch C919. These run about $60. This one costs about as much as the Stag Junior does, except this is a lot easier to find. I think both of them are just fucking excellent barrel proof whiskeys. I like both of them. Both of them do open up with a little bit of water. But yeah, the Elijah Craig is just a lot easier to find. So I've only seen the Stag Junior bottle once, and it was.
I've heard really good things about the Elijah Craig.
Yeah, that's really good. I can recommend it. And it should be like $55-$60.
These races really are going to run on top of each other. Is anyone live at Gulfstream and anything, or playing anything at Gulfstream?
I've got my win play show bet of the day is on the 8.
The Heaven's Whisperer, or whatever his name is?
No, at Gulfstream, VJ's bet.
Oh, at Gulfstream, okay.
I just did the towel at Gulfstream. These fields are just too thin for me to be excited about.
Yeah, I'm done because there's only 2 races left at Gulfstream, so I can't play anything. I lost.
That's true. If you whiff the first 2 races, you're
done. I lost on my win play show. I lost $2.80, so I got $3.20 back.
I'm down like 16 or something so far. So this one place show bet, is this what amount of
$2
show are we allowed to do?
$2 one place show bet.
Yeah, I should have done a bit more, but I didn't.
You're a basic.
Yeah, you know what? That really probably was the play.
Oh yeah, I mean we all identified it. I mean, good for Mark. Good on Mark for at least playing it with real money, at least some real money.
Yeah, I wish I had pushed it harder, but I thought that. I mean, it's a competitive field. I felt like the odds were right. I was expecting him to be more like 2-1, and if he was 2-1, it's probably not bettable. But at 3-1, man, that seemed just way too tough.
Yeah, people don't really understand. I think a lot of people like 2-1, 3-1, like what's the difference? That's so close. But there's a ton of money.
There's a 50% difference.
Yeah,
it's a 50% ROI. Yeah. especially in a field that competitive, But I think that's why that was an interesting betting race. I liked the favorite, but it was also a race where there were a lot of other angles in there that were pulling money away and giving you that value. He should have been shorter than that, but so many people, if he drifted shorter, other horses would have moved up a ton where people go, oh, wow, I'm getting, Hidden Scroll at 5-1. That's where I need to be,
No, that's definitely not where you need to be.
I was making a hypothetical. Hidden Scroll 20-1, probably 20-1.
Honestly, Flagstaff at the odds it was at probably should have been a win bet for me.
Yeah, and agreed. And I also think Nitrous at about 20-1 was about right as well. That was I'd wanted to use that horse, and I think that was right. Didn't run his race, but that's fine. I'll take that any day at 20-1. By the way, Josh, you're getting a lot of sass about failure to open bourbon bottles right now.
Yeah, I know. Although last time it was a Scotch bottle, it wasn't bourbon.
Maybe you should stick to the Swarovski cap.
I mean, yeah, probably.
I'm actually horribly excited for Oaklawn. This is a good thing.
Yes.
This will be a fun
Yes.
ride.
Catch the fever. Let it roll through you.
No, honestly, Oaklawn is a great big day track. When they have really big day competitive fields, I have a hard time with Oaklawn when it's Arkansas breds and the claimer world. I have a hard time kind of maneuvering those fields. Days like today, man, this late pick 5 is just a fun pick 5.
Don't maneuver it. You don't do things to it. Let it do things to you. I don't know what that means, Mark, but it felt like a.
It's funny because I would, and not a dig at Oaklawn, but I would rather play a Tampa card where I have dirty 16K claimers that I can kind of maneuver my way around. I feel comfortable knowing the prices I'm taking and the risk I'm taking. I don't understand the risk necessarily at Oaklawn as well as I do at other tracks, and I have a hard time negotiating it horizontally.
With 5K Arkansas bred maiden claimers that are only run 3 months a year.
I've had my best days at Oaklawn on Thursdays and Fridays when it isn't the big shippers and out of town jocks and connections and the stakes races, and it is the highlight might be a state bred allowance or something. And I've done really well there the past probably 3 weeks or so. But when you get the Rosario's coming in and Baffert shipping in one of his duds, but it's against a field of has-beens, that's kind of when I struggle to figure out, do I want 4 to 5 on Desmond or do I want to bet Everfast? And neither one of those things excite me.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Whitmore all day long at 3-1. Hell yeah, in that field where he towers over that, and I understand the other horses and the risk I'm taking. Awesome, I'm all about it. But again, when you get those fields of Baffert shipping in this horse that hasn't been seen in a year, and it just it gets hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next race is an Arkansas 5K claimer, and you're like, how do I structure around this? How do I just either the Baffert horse wins by 20 lengths or doesn't show up, and then it's just so I have a hard time mentally.
I would love
going into the gate.
I would love some 9 here.
Mount Brave.
They're both going into the gate, of course. Thank God for 2 monitors.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything at Gulfstream? Chase has a win play show on the 8, I guess.
On the 8.
I have nothing there. I know Mark has nothing.
Yeah, nothing there.
So
I got
nothing there either. So.
And
I'm not playing. I'm not playing back a pick 3 here. So my only play was this pick 4. So I will save $24 for tomorrow or next week rather. Unless Chase. Oh no, Chase, you're already out, right?
Yes.
Oh, they're off at Oaklawn.
And there goes Mount Brave. Good break. Shanghai Tariff got the break I wanted. Heaven's Whispers getting the trip I'd like. Oh, please gun down this Rosario horse. Sweet, sweet irony.
6 cleared a little easier than I thought he would.
Yeah, 6. This is not
too.
the trip I thought. Mount Brave's going to sit off, and Gulfstream pops the gate. Come on, guys. There's 2 tracks around the country, and this is what we have.
Yeah, seriously.
21 and 73.
This 6 is going to be tough to beat from here.
He's going to be real tough to beat here.
And the 8, I knew he'd be a closer.
Mount Brave is looking good, though.
Shanghai Tariff is getting a great trip.
Maybe there's 4. Oh, my feed froze.
Oh, dude, 4 would be phenomenal here.
6 is still in a hand ride.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
This
this
is
gone.
over.
Shit.
Hey, I
Oh
should've
my
just boxed
goodness,
my
dude!
horses in a
I have
try.
so
Wow.
much fucking coverage in my actual pick 4. I need
Yeah, I do
bombs
as well,
now.
Josh.
I need bombs now.
Oh, I also need bombs in my pick 5 because I just went AAA single.
Jesus.
Well, I am out of everything for the contest now. Hold on, wait. Did I throw Mount Brave? Or a, nope, I completely just raw dogged this pick 3 without a Rosario rub, living the consequences.
I'm
Fuck.
guessing Clamps.
Chase, it is Lady Apple time.
I'm guessing Clamps did not bet. Oh, yeah, Clamps did not bet the 6. Clamps did not have the 6. Thank you very much.
If
I needed
knew
Clamps
that,
to bet
I
the
could-
6.
Thank you very
I
much.
could back the truck up.
God, that's a frustrating race. I don't care to have that horse beat me. I mean, the horse has a
Well,
ton
how does
of
Mount Brave?
good
How does
things,
Mount
but
Brave not press there?
Come on, like
what
look
is
at the
Santana
speed
doing?
of
You
that
gotta
race.
go.
Like he rode for a check. He didn't ride to win.
Did he ever touch that horse, or was that a full? I mean, he's actually
He's like,
coming
slow
across
down.
the wire.
He's like, slow down, baby.
Yeah, he's already off.
I mean, that fucking horse is just good. Like, I mean, my biggest issue with the horse was I couldn't find an excuse for it last time out. And normally when you have a horse that's super, super short odds and you have that just throws a dud, like usually you can find an excuse. Oh, the pace was too hot. Oh, just anything. And like just looking at that race, there's absolutely no reason that the horse ran as bad as it did. So, so blame Joe Talamo. Fuck Joe. And yeah, Rosario for life.
Yeah, I mean there was so much speed on paper for that race that just did not materialize. That's the 6 wins. 6 was the best horse easily, but the fact that the 9 held second, that's just a fucking wonky pace.
So I wonder if this just sets up for fucking Serengeti now.
It doesn't.
Seems like
It doesn't.
Doesn't.
I mean, how many times have I said to myself, "Oh, there's so much speed in this race. Serengeti's going to get burned up on the front," only for Serengeti to somehow get the trip that the Rosario horse just got.
So
I mean, that's happened to me at least 3 or 4 times.
So I didn't look at optics for this race. So what did the pace look like on optics for race 9 here?
It looked like you would have the 6, the 9, and the 10 all on.
Was
the
it
lead.
flame and the high speed?
No, it was not. It was a warm sun.
It is a bad plot fit, but that's mostly because the 2 is such a bad horse that it couldn't make the plot large enough to have a negative y-axis far enough down to fit the 2. But yeah, I mean, it really Serengeti looks to get clear with Cookie Dough maybe pressing a bit, according to optics. Now,
I'll take me some Cookie Dough here.
What do you have coverage to, Josh?
In the contest, I have I got 5, 6, 11, 13 here, and then I got 110. But in my actual pick 4, I have 11, 13 as A's, and then 4, 5, 6, 10, and 14 as B's. So I have I need a fucking bomb here that I actually have because I have 8 horses here. And then in the last, I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, 11.
This is a pick 4 or pick 5?
4.
Okay.
So I was pretty skinny these first couple legs. I singled the 6 as a lone A, and I had 3 C's in leg 2. So if I got my single home here, I was gonna have a freaking ton of coverage. So I have I'm like 8. I'm 8 by 7 because I played 2 B's. But it was a $100 ticket, so we do need prices to come in. Otherwise, I am gonna fucking lose money on this.
Well, I don't think you'll lose money, but You do need surprises for sure.
So the last time my brother and I split a pick 4 was, well, we did one for Breeders' Cup this last year and it was fucking awful. But the Breeders' Cup before, I was live to all of the Baffert horses, which, by the way, this is like a theme because apparently me being live to a bunch of Baffert horses always fucking just ends in tragedy. Because in the pick 5 at Kentucky Derby, I was live to Roadster, Improbable, Game Winner, and Max Security, and that was just fucking awful. But anyways, we were live to all the Baffert horses for like $1.50 or $2. So it was who was that? West Coast, McKinsey. Did he have another horse in there, or was it just West Coast and McKinsey? I forgot. But we were live to those 2 horses, and then I had Accelerate as a B, and I was only live to 50 cents to Accelerate. So we made a whopping $150 on a $100 pick 4. Which is just the fucking worst. I mean, we actually leveraged it right. We had our 2 B tickets, I think, were 50 cents. Our B tickets were $1, and our all A tickets were $1.50. So we had it set up some way that I was live to a decent amount on the Baffert horses, but somehow Accelerate was only the base bet and just wasn't great.
You are getting stupid odds to Lady Apple right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. I thought she'd be cut in half almost instantly.
I didn't think she'd get bet. I was kind of thinking the line was close to right on that one, but I know y'all were all over her, so I kind of was sitting back. I didn't like her, but I guess, I mean, I see the angles, don't get me wrong, so I thought she might take a little money. But yeah, 16-1 is, I mean, if you like her, that's a great price.
Oh, Tommy calling me on my red board. I guess I don't know if I had to post that, didn't I?
What?
Oh, I just threw something up in Midwest chat.
Hmm.
Good job, Tommy. That's all we need.
So, I mean, the board pretty much opened up, I think, how we thought.
Except for Lady Apple.
Except Lady Apple is not taking any money. I actually thought CC would float up.
I did too.
But at 7-2, I mean, that's probably not the horse I want to hit here. What do the will pays look like here?
Yeah, 7-2 is not a win bet territory I want on CC, but I think I'm still gonna work her in.
What if I told you that CC is the favorite in a double?
I thought you were starting another 30 for 30 when you started that statement with "What if I told you?"
What?
Yeah, Serengeti Empress is the favorite in the pick 3.
And right now it looks like Serengeti Empress is also the favorite in all the probables for the doubles. Well, most of the probables anyway. But the well-paid doubles are favored to ZC, which is strange. I wish I checked the double probables ahead of time.
I also wish I had, because I could have really slammed this. I mean, I slammed the previous 2, so I wish I should have pushed this. Stupid.
I mean, the thing I'm looking at here is I don't think Queen Nekia or Saracosa can win this race, or Horologist might actually win. But I don't think that Queen Nekia or Saracosa can win. But
I think Saracosa could hit the board.
I do too. Like, I think they're all like very live, like clunk up for third kind of horses, and they're just stupid odds right now.
Guys.
Yeah, check out the superfecta I've got posted.
Guys, I got really I'm terrified right now.
To play it.
I'm terrified right now. You know who I'm not covered to?
Ollie's Candy.
I am not covered to Ollie's Candy. I'm not covered to Ollie's Candy. We got Joel Rosario aboard, the killer of tickets. And I believe I also talked Ollie's Candy up a little bit on stream, and I did not use it. So, yeah, I really need to get past Ollie's Candy here. I would really like for Come Dancing to win here. I mean, I think that would feel really great.
I said she'd be 10-1, and I was kind of just making a joke at how bad that 2-1 or 3-1 line was. And she's almost 10-1. Like, this horse has no chance.
How much is that ticket there, Mark? At a 14 horse field.
24.
Whew.
Dennis says that at 9 to 1.
Oh, I lied. 36.
Dennis says at 9 to 1, Come Dancing is kind of getting playable.
So I'm 11. Just because other people can't see it, I am 11-13 over 6-11, 13-14 over all.
You went for the all burger. Smart. Too bad the bomb's going to come in second.
Yeah, the bomb's going to hit second. I set it up. It's going to hit second. Yeah.
I feel like this race could just get.
Wait, how did you play it, Mark?
11-13 over 6-11, 13-14 overall.
You know, the way that you probably could play it is 11-13 all, 11-13, and then 11-13, 11-13 all. And that would probably save you some money.
Might as well just close this Gulfstream this window because fuck all that noise.
Yeah. What are we doing budget-wise today? Is it 50 total?
Yep.
What am I at? I'm at 22 right now with, I guess, 2 races to go.
I got nothing I can play left, so I'm just gonna fucking let it ride here with I guess I'm a huge Lady Apple fan here because apparently this horse took no money.
I can't believe no money came in on everyone's judging her off of the Azeri, I think.
I think Murphy said the other day that he thinks that the winner of this race is coming out of that Houston Ladies Classic, which would be Street Band, Serengeti, or Lady Apple. And I tend to agree with him. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. I really did like Point of Honor quite a bit. I think that pace wise it sets up for him, or her, excuse me, before Mark corrects me. But yeah, I know Ellis. I had posted on Reddit that I was kind of on Point of Honor, and Ellis Starr was kind of concerned that Point of Honor might just not be fast enough speed figure wise to keep up with these horses. So something to keep in mind. But pace wise, I think Point of Honor fits. I definitely think Street Band fits here. So I would definitely love some Street Band or Lady Apple here. Point of Honor taking a lot of money here though.
I mean, CC floated down from the morning line. That is baffling. I mean, I like the horse, but I hate price. I'm so conflicted.
I mean, like CC could be a monster, but and normally I do like these lightly raced horses, you know, coming into their 4-year-old season, going up against some horses, but the problem is that this isn't like an optional claimer in an allowance race, you know. This is the best of the best right now. I mean, the only horse missing here is what, Midnight Bisou? That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, she did win a grade 1 last out, not to disregard your point, but it ain't like she's moving up from allowance races. Albeit a weak grade 1.
Yeah, the Beholder Mile, the 6-horse field. Beat Hard Not to Love and Ollie's Candy.
Yeah, and I think Serengeti comes in here with the back class, and then there's a handful of others that have been kind of knocking heads, like Street Band and Lady Apple.
I mean,
Lady Apple came off of a 5-month layoff and beat Serengeti Empress convincingly in that Houston Ladies Classic. Like, to me, 15-1, still sitting 15-1 on the board is insanity. Absolute insanity. I've got to get a nicotine lozenge. I'm so riled up.
Oh, I'm trying
Josh,
I
took your advice, Josh, and restructured it.
Yeah, I think that you could probably get a little bit more value out of it.
It's $24 doing it that way, and that's a smart position to take. No, I like it.
I always like doing that. And if you really don't or unsure, I mean, you can put the all button in first place, but it's just fucking stupid. We did one of the who was it? I first kind of like figured that play out from what's that guy's name? Eddie Olczyk. He had posted a ticket for maybe it was Belmont Day, and it was his play was like a $3 try justify over what's that shitty horse that finished second?
Good Magic.
No, in the Belmont, the horse is still running, and people.
Gronk.
No,
It was
Gronkowski finished third, I thought.
Oh yeah.
It's that other shitty horse that just ran not too long ago. Can't even fucking remember, but it's still running, and people keep betting it off the fucking board. Oh, I'm at the fucking
Market King.
Market King. Oh God.
Dude, we both need the hat now.
Dude,
we
both
got burnt. We both.
I like how you were trashing Market King the other day, and then lo and behold, you're like, yeah, I got this huge double to Market King. It's like, what the fuck, man? What? It's like we don't just like completely forgot. Like you had a little amnesia there.
We were both more laughing at the setup that we had, which was the two of us and the freaking who's his face trainer who's wearing a Market King hat. We're like, you're like in a climbing 25 and your horse literally has a hat? Really?
Hofburg is the horse I was thinking of.
Oh fuck!
Oh, not that horse.
So his yeah. So and Gronk did finish in second. Hofburg finished in third. But the try paid $2.29 for $1. And the way he structured it was, I think, justify over Hofburg, and then justify Hofburg over all. And he Dutched the bets. Like I think it was like $2 one way and $1 the other way. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like, why would someone structure a wager that way? Like, that's fucking ridiculous. And then, like, sure enough, dude, and it comes in, and I'm just like fucking staring at this pick. I'm like, like there must be some credence to building tickets this way. And sure enough, I know there's better literature out there about than just listening to how Eddie O structures a ticket. But yeah, I think it's a good way to structure tries and supers if you have a real strong opinion in first and another horse that you think is gonna hit the board.
So the win place show that we're allowed to do here, is that a $1 base
$2.
or $2 base? Okay, I'm gonna burn that on Lady Apple.
Yeah, if I knew Lady Apple was gonna beat these fucking odds, I would have waited.
All right. I'm going to take a shot here that I like 3 horses at big prices in this race. I think that Horologist at 36-1 is crazy. I think Saragossa at 83-1 could legitimately hit the board. And Koineki at 50-1 with the newly crowned, the new juice man, Safi Joe. I think he's got a shot. I'm going to key those 3 horses in second and third of a try, and probably haven't decided how. I want to wheel the field with them, but I might play them with the other horses I like, such as Street Band, Serengeti, maybe like Google yourself and Lady Apple somewhere up in there. I haven't decided.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, I'll have 100 to win on Lady Apple and my personal as well. These odds are just stupid.
Oh, the odds just ticked down.
Sorry.
Oh man, fucking CC at 3-1. This is not making me feel great. I have CC covered in my pick 4 and my personal one, so I'm not really concerned there. But for the contest, I only got 5, 6, and 11, 13. Which I feel pretty good. I think I got my 4 strongest opinions in there. I was pretty hesitant to use CC at this price. I thought that probably be a slightly bigger price, but.
And by the way, I lied here with what I just said. I'm gonna win show Lady Apple for 100. Those odds make the show pool. Show covers my bet if she sucks up for second or something. So, or more so than covers. So I'll play it that way.
Dennis has got win show on the 5, point of honor, and then he's got place money on CC. We are 13 minutes to post still, so we still got some time. You guys playing anything at Gulfstream?
Oh, I should. And Tommy, you're wrong, by the way.
What did Tom say?
He said Lady Apple's too slow here. I think he's wrong.
I think she's too slow. I think she needs to improve to win. I think you'll need I mean, he's a sheets guy. I look at the sheets, I see what he's seeing, and I kind of agree. But from here, a buyer guy or time form, it might be different.
My thing back is that Houston Ladies Classic. She fires back to that. She's an up and down type. You know, I'll give her the Azaria as an excuse due to the off track. It's fast today. I think she runs a 90 buyer in here, and I think that Serengeti Empress, who can run a 95, 96 range, runs into a situation where she's going to have really pace pressure, and she's folded before on this. I just think that the chances of her winning far outweigh those odds.
So if you got the sheets up, what are you seeing there?
So are you talking about for
this race, the Oakland,
Serengeti,
or the Oakland race? Does anything jump off the page there?
CC screams off the page. I mean, this horse ran, debut run was a 4, which is a pretty solid number for a 3 making her first start. Improved to about a 2 next time out. Stretched out at Belmont to a mile. Ran back to that 4. That was against Guarana and Serengeti that day that they freaked. It was also a gold rail that day. It was the undercard of the Belmont, and she was about 4 wide. So I can kind of look over that one. You hate to see him disappear for the next 8 months, but disappears, comes back, runs another 4 while under wraps, and then freaks to a -1 last out in the Beholder Mile. That's a huge fig, and if it was a 3-year-old, I'd be nervous she bounces. But a horse that's this slightly raced, getting 5 weeks off, and is a 4-year-old now, so probably fair to expect that improvement second off the layoff. I do think that, and also first time going 2 turns, I think CC is a monster here. I mean, the post sucks, and she might run a great fig and still lose because she loses a ton of ground. But Lady Apple has run a 4 3 times and is a number better than that. So she would. I mean, I think Serengeti Empress has a couple zeros to her name. Hell, even Cookie Dough has some better figs like 3s. Horologist ran about a 2 last time. I think Lady Apple needs to step forward to win this race.
Dude, if Cookie Dough wins this, then I am going to be live to a lot of money in the last leg.
I mean, I can't see Cookie Dough winning this race, but
I'm just saying.
I mean, hell, Saracosa at 82-1 ran a 3 last time in her first start for Contreras. I mean, her previous top was an 8, so that's a huge jump forward. And she has a 5-year-old. I don't know that it's possible or likely that she moves forward off of that. But if she repeats that, she's in contention to hit the board. You could say maybe it was a sloppy track, which would be a fair point. But she was the only horse to really make up ground. Serengeti Empress caught away with Murder on the front end. And she made up quite a bit of ground coming from last all the way to 3rd, just getting bobbed out of 2nd. So, I mean, that's a horse at 83-1 that I think has to be considered for an underneath play. I mean, maybe she can't get there. I don't think she wins, but at 83-1, like, I could see this horse hitting the board a lot easier than Manny fucking Law. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing against Lady Apples. The 3-4s, she has what seems like a pretty established top. She could bust through, but not only would she need to bust through, but she'd have to bust through by about 3 or 4 points to actually win this. And I don't know that I see that happening from the 13 poll.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I went AA in my pick 4, so I have all my Bs still live, and I do have CC as a B. And Bs and As pay the same, so I guess I really wouldn't care, but I would like to get one of these prices home. So I'm pretty much rooting for anybody but Serengeti and CC, and definitely not Ollie's Candy. And I swear to God, if Saracosa or Queen Nakia or one of these other fucking prices I don't have covered come in, I may flip my table.
I just threw something real quick in at Gulfstream. 1/610 overall. I'll take Mohana Queen with a massive class drop. 2 back was actually fairly respectable, and this track is already starting to dry a little bit.
So, what are the chances you think that like 3-4 weeks from now, if and when this contest is over, that Mark is just fucking starting to fire trifectas like on the regular, kind of like when he
Absolutely zero.
kind of like when he I forgot who you were talking with, Mark, but someone had talked to you about slamming pick threes and daily doubles, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was
It
Oswald.
was Oswald, yeah, and all of a sudden, dude, you were like, "Oh, I fucking love pick threes and daily doubles now. No more pick fives and fours or leveraging."
It was more of a thought change than anything else. It was always this sort of, oh, play the pick 5 and try to find those big scores. And he's like, well, if you play a $50 double inside, that you can get a big score there too. Leverage yourself up on your best opinions. It's one of those things you don't think about it, but you're like, oh, well, that clicked. I guess that makes sense. And I've been doing more of that and doing very well with it.
I swear to fucking God, if Ollie's Candy wins this thing.
I think that's the horse that will probably dust all of us, to be honest. I finally found the structure. I'm going to take a step. I'm going to hitch my wagon to CC all the way in the parking lot. I trust Victor. I'm hoping he finds a way to work out the trip. And then I'm keying, assuming 7, 8, or 9 have to hit the board. Those are the price horses I'm trying to get a piece of. And then I'm using what I consider the logicals in third place. After that, and then I'm switching the second and third place in a separate team. And I left out Lady Apple by accident, so I just played one ticket back with her as a 14, 13, 7, 8, 9, and 14, 7, 8, 9, 13.
It's really interesting because it seems like me, Mark, and Chase are very pro Lady Apple here. Caleb hates the horse. I feel like I've seen this before.
Oh no, we've seen this movie.
Yeah, we've seen this. We've seen this movie before. So I'm just really it's really interesting. And then also Caleb, Caleb and I were seeing eye to eye in Point of Honor, and now he's walking that back too. So I'm just like, fuck, like it's as long as it's just not Ollie's Candy, please just don't do it to me.
I don't think Ollie's Candy can win. I really don't. But that's the horse that runs third and just totally fucks up all of my trifectas.
Man, Lady Apple had a little strut to her. Everyone else seemed kind of shy, kind of tucked up to the pony.
Yeah, she's on her toes.
Ears pricked, ready to roll.
The thing that kills me in here is I have a soft spot for Serengeti Empress. She's the horse that I, personally, if I didn't have any money involved, would want to win because I've liked her and she's been very good to me in the past. I'm very good to Josh in the past as well. And but so I'm rooting for Lady Apple, but back of my head I'm like,
So Josh, you're live to a bunch of horses here. Chase, you're out. Mark, did you play anything here?
Yeah, I have a try here at Oaklawn.
Okay.
I also have a Gulfstream try in as well.
That race
tries going everywhere. I'm turning into Chase and just firing tries right
Yeah,
now.
it's going out. They're loading into the gate now, so I'm
half tempted to just play like a desperation super here, just in case like something fucks up my third leg of the try.
I've got my chaos super play. Something chaotic is going to happen.
So
can something chaotic happen in the last leg of the pick 5 at Oaklawn, please?
I will tell you that it looks like Evil Bob Dole slammed because he didn't use break even in his other tickets. He slammed a $10 pick 3, 6 over 1, 5, 6, 11, 14 over 10. And he's got a $5 pick 3, 6 over 1, 5, 6, 11, 14 over 5. And another $1 pick 3, 6 over 5, 6, 14 overall. So he's like super defensive, and if CC wins here, he's going to be live. Well, CC and who else? 5 or 6. Point of Honor, Street Band, or CC wins. He's going to have a ton of coverage for pretty big pick 3.
Yeah, I mean, off the contest, I might throw a 14 over 5-10 double in there. 10 looks like he's going to be a pretty decent favorite next race.
Hold on.
But you're getting a good price on the 5. Much.
It's funny because we really agree on that last leg. Did you like any 2 as well in the 11th, Caleb?
I had it 5-10 over 3-2.
Can you say that again? Sorry, you cut out for a second.
Sorry, I had it 5-10 over 3-11, and then I didn't know what to do with the 1 and 2. Those are the horses I kind of couldn't figure where to put them. So
two ended up as an A for me. I have it 2-5-10 over 8-9-11 over 12.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I got it 110 over 2-5-3-8-11. So I got, like I said, I just got a ton of coverage, but if I get chalk and chalk, I'm gonna not be happy, and Gulfstream just went off.
Yeah,
you got a couple minutes at Oaklawn, so hopefully this 1 is gone at Gulfstream. She's getting a lot of pace pressure early. Hopefully we can get her off the rail a little.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you want to be on the rail right. Looks pinned.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
Looks pinned.
And they're going suicidal with this 10.
Well, that number can't be right? 25?
25 and 3?
No, that's
like going 5.5.
There's no way.
Yeah,
there's no way that
they use Trackus at Gulfstream. They probably had a bird trip the wire like before the gate opened or something.
Either that, there was like 0 run up or something like that. But even that seems a little slow.
No, they were hustling.
Whoa! Yeah, this 2's got him.
This 2's gone. Yeah.
This 2's gonna get it.
Yeah, this is why I hate Gulfstream.
Gulfstream's hard enough when it's fast and firm, but when you get these off-track races and first-time starters and everything else, that makes it crazy. I really wish I had a strong opinion here because the doubles are paying pretty nice into the 5 and 10 next race. But
yeah, they really are.
Find anything I love.
Oh, I accidentally clicked on Remington. I was like, "Oh, on here."
Hey, we got Los Al tonight, Josh. You can come play some dirty
Well,
quarters.
we'll see if I have money to play these because I have most of my shekels are tied up in this large pick 4.
I have many a shekel to throw at the Los Al tonight, so.
I have so many tries going through 14 over 7. I don't want to hate myself if 7-8-9 win at monstrous prices. So I'm going to, off the record, play a 7-8-9 or 5-10 double.
Listen, most of the TVG absolutely annoy the bejesus out of me, but I love Ken Rudolph. And he said, Lady Apple and the Apple Blossom at a price, loves the distance in the track, plus Fiona Apple released new music this week. Coincidence? I think not. Let's get this money.
The other day I was rewatching that Giacomo video that I like to watch probably every couple months. I gotta fucking rewatch that. And at one point, like he just like stops and he's like, "And here, let me tell you another thing I like about this horse." And then he made like all these like weird connections that had something to do with music, and I'm like, really? Like that's going to be your last point? Like you kept talking about how much you like the horse and its breeding and all this other stuff, and Mike Smith is telling you how good the horse is, and your last cherry on top is like the music connection. By the way, this is the first time I've ever actually seen a track use 3-digit odds. We do have the 2 at 100 to 1 right now.
Oaklawn is a special place.
Normally you see like
it's where dreams come true.
It's 102 to 1. That's fun. Walter De La Cruz is the board, though. There's no way that horse wins.
This is one of those races where I like so many horses and there's so many good prices. And I'll like wheel a long shot with 5 or 6 horses and then reverse it and then play it in a trifecta. And then it comes in with like Serengeti over CC over Ollie's Candy and I make $0.
Well, I mean, honestly, this flattened out a lot more than I thought it would. I mean, we got Point of Honor at 6-1, Street Band at 7-1, Ollie's Candy at 6-1, Serengeti at 5-2, CC at 7-2. So
Street Band is getting the odds that we thought Lady Apple would get. We were pretty well right that Serengeti and Briss would end up the favorite here. We thought Point of Honor might take money, Come Dancing floated up. I mean, I think it looks pretty kind of what we were expecting.
they're loading up.
Yeah, I think so.
Do I unmute Vic?
With the exception of Lady Apple.
Yes,
No.
for this
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
no, we are not
please,
unmuting Vic.
please.
No.
Why don't you just call the race, Josh?
Oh fuck! I don't think I had enough whiskey in me for that. Dennis says Losal has a fantastic card.
Losal card is absolutely legit tonight. It is very loaded, a lot of hooks, and the early pick 4 is gonna, again, you're gonna probably set an all-time record high on money through the pot like you did last night. So real good, great odds. Payouts have been phenomenal.
What'd that pick 4 pay last night?
Oh, I don't even remember. I got
What was
knocked
it?
out
You hit the pick place 8, right?
Yeah, I had the pick place 8 4 times at 525 a pop, so I was a little over $2,000 up on the night, but which was nice. But it was, I want to say it was like 450, something like that for the pick 4.
Oh, that's for $1. That's not bad.
For $1 base, yeah.
Here we go. Big full
Serengeti's
field.
down to
Doesn't
2 to
get no
1.
more fuller.
Yeah, she's just too short. I love her, but not that short.
Serengeti down to
Street
2 to
Band
1.
floated
Yeah.
up to 8.
Okay.
Let's pretend Cookie Dough is not in this race. How short do you go on Serengeti?
Very, very, very.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'd go probably 6 to 5.
Yeah.
I have a hard time
Hey,
going
Caleb.
shorter than like 9 to 5 on most horses, so I would probably say like 9 to 5, 8 to 5.
If I'm supremely confident, even money or better is
Yeah.
there we go.
honestly.
Serengeti's going to get hung wide.
I just need CC to clear this 12 and tuck in. She looks like she'll get a good trip.
Hey, Caleb, lost out pick 4, paid 584 last night.
That's solid. I mean, they were big fields, so that doesn't surprise me.
Cookie Dough making the lead. I knew Ollie's Candy would go.
I did not expect All His Candy to be up there, and Serengeti's in 3rd. I couldn't have.
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
can't believe she's stalking here. This is.
I thought
what
she'd
the
clear
hell
and
is
Cookie Dough.
Rosario doing?
Well, I mean, if Talamo's smart, I mean, he's just thinking that he's in the lead here because I don't think these horses are good enough to keep at 22.
This is a Street Band race.
I mean-
22 and 2.
I
Chaos.
think
gotta
CC
come
wins this
apart.
race if she doesn't bounce from where she's at. 45 and 2. They're going awful damn quick.
Street Band is
Serengeti.
ratcheting up. Here comes Street Band.
So if you can mow this down, I'm cool with that.
Cookie Dough's had enough. Well, Serengeti, I don't think's getting there.
Serengeti's in the full drive and
Mm.
doesn't look like responding.
Come on, CC. You can do it, girl. Fucking Rosario's going to hang on for 3rd, though. I can feel. There's no way she hangs on for this, right?
How? Come on, CC, get there. Yeah, she's gonna get there.
Just
Look
give
at
me
it,
a ball.
here comes the cavalry.
Yeah, no one's getting past the 1. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, they are.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus
14 got
Christ.
there. I knew that. Fuck. I knew that the
Wow.
1 was going to hit the board somewhere and kill Miracles.
Man,
Dude,
that was way close.
Now I
to
know how
Shredder.
you guys
What?
fucking
It was-
feel. I went
Ugh.
7 wide to get the second choice.
See, you give me crap about that one. I'm like, yeah, I'm 9 deep here, and I got the. Favorite.
And you want to know,
Yeah.
the worst part? Is the horse I wasn't covered to in our wager. So I am out. I am out of our pick 4.
Ouch.
I had 5, 6, 11, 13.
So, like.
Was the rail bad?
No,
No.
No,
Okay.
it hasn't been. Rhea was fine. Oh,
I
this
mean,
Candy
the
ran
one
the
ran a
race of her
huge
career.
race.
That's the best career race she's ever run. Yeah, she was freakish.
This is a close photo. This is a really close photo.
I thought
No.
5 before.
With the
CC got up.
Well, I mean, yeah, for 3rd. I mean, I thought CC got it for 1st by a head.
Oh, you mean for 3rd? I'm not sure who got 3rd.
I thought it was 4-1-5. Pretty easy,
Okay.
I thought.
I'm 6 deep in the pick 5. Nice.
Well, I mean, if this try pays anything, I'll be annoyed. But if it pays like $50, I don't really care.
I mean, my only hope is that with these huge fields and the big pot size, that this pick 4 still pays. But I don't know.
I knew when Serengeti got hung wide that there was no way she was. I can't believe they went that fast.
I mean, you just have to really question the ride on Serengeti. Like,
Oh, that was terrible.
the horse needs the lead. They've tried to rate her in Guarana race or whatever race that was a couple races back, and that was the Cotillion, and like she needs to be on the front. Like you have the tactical speed, put the fucking horse on the lead, and if you go 21-44 mile and a 16th, then make him come get you. Like Always Candy almost held on, and there's no way that's a better horse than Serengeti.
So here's my.
She went 21. She went 21 in the Kentucky Oaks. She can do that and hold on. That she's proven that multiple times. Joe Talamo is just a
So here's my question to you guys,
absolutely
right?
useless.
Here's my question to you: If we're not in, this crazy time that we are in right now, who rides this horse? Who rides Serengeti? Right, Jose Ortiz, you think, or do you think Flavian comes in for it? Who do you think's riding?
I mean, Jose lost the mount a couple mounts ago. I mean, he chose somebody else. I'm pretty sure. I think he chose Guarana, which you can't blame him.
Yeah, he has to go with the Chad horse. I mean,
But
I get it.
I mean, Talamo has been Amos's go-to rider the entire Oaklawn meet. Like, I really think that's the jock for Serengeti until proven otherwise. I don't think this was like a limited jockey colony audible. I think that was the actual jock.
I would agree, but there's about 6 other jocks I would prefer up on her.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Talamo. I mean,
Dude, that was a heck of a ride though. On Ollie's Candy by Rosario. That's. I mean, he fucking just.
Yeah.
I mean, he fucking went, and he knew what he needed to do for that horse. I mean, just barely got nipped.
If anything, I don't say the rail's bad. I say the rail's good. If this horse, who we all know is not that good, carves out those fractions, puts away Serengeti and Cookie Dough, and almost
holds on
wins.
for second. Yeah, that was.
So was Cece really the only horse that made up any ground there? I mean, I saw Street Band came up the rail for fourth. I thought it got up for third, but it looks like fourth. Looks like Point of Honor got in there for third. But you would think with those fractions that there would have been more coming in from off the pace.
Where did Lady Apple finish?
Fuck.
Let's not talk about it, okay?
God.
I mean, Brian's already repped it in once.
I know. I saw that on a chat message and had to bring it up. I mean, I missed all of my verticals because Rosario, but.
All right, I am out, you guys. I did not think that CC could do that at all, but that was impressive. That was really impressive. So, everyone, have a good one.
Later, man.
Chase.
See you, man.
So, got this. Oh, there we go. Okay, it did auto. It made Mark a little bigger there. Well, we I guess. Well, we still have a race for you guys to place a vertical if you guys still got money, but I mean my ticket's dead, so I still have my personal ticket. I think I got 7 or 8 horses live here. Let me double check. How are we doing? How are we looking on our personal tickets? Are we all live in these horizontals?
Yeah, I am. I'm live 6 deep in the pick 5. 2, 5, 10 for $1, 8, 9, 11 for 50 cents.
Yeah, I'm alive in a double. Pretty much all that I'm live to. Looking at the pick 4s, for being, I guess the 10 kind of sucks, 196. But for being 4 favorites in the pick 5 so far, I mean, CC wasn't a favorite.
It was the price, though.
2 favorites and then 2 second choices or something. Like the pick 5s and the will pays and the pick 5s, I mean, are really good. The pick 4s kind of. But
I don't have the pick fives in front of me, so it hasn't come up on my because I have to use my
yeah,
stupid.
I'm seeing
page.
570 to the 5 for 50 cents and 310 to the 10. 310 is kind of weak, but considering the difference between the
What's
pick 4 and
Kurlov
the
the 2?
wow, I actually don't have the favorites. The 2 and the 1 are both about 330. 330 for the 1, 360.
And that's for 50 cents.
For 50 cents, yeah.
Okay. What's 8, 9, and 11 if you don't mind?
1088, 1846, and 2435.
I would love some 11 here. 11 would.
Yes, some
11.
here.
11 would be
I'm all
really
about this
fucking
11.
good here. I'll tell you that.
Dude, 11 made sense to me too. I mean, I think we're all. I was 510 over 311.
Yeah, we got the
but yeah.
we got the 1, the 2, the 3, the 5, the 8, the 10, and the 11.
That's my pick 4,
Yep,
Josh.
for 50 cents.
Oh, so you want our price here?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
11.
I pretty much structured it the way that I wanted to. I leveraged my strongest opinion, which was that the 6 in race the second leg, race 9. I use CC as a B. I think if I would have up moved CC to an A and not played C's, I could have had it for the same price and been live to $1 to a couple of these. But I don't know. I just was against the horse. I thought the horse was going to be real short, and it was. But the horse. I mean, the race kind of played out a little different than I thought. It didn't. I thought that the closers were going to make up a little bit more ground, but CC did sit off the pace. Got a really nice trip and ran a good race. But I mean, I think when you structure your pick 4s that way and are skinny up front and are live to 8 by 7, 8 by 7, I mean, you need prices to come in. But I mean, we're in for $100. So if we get chalk here, we pretty much get even money or a little bit less. But so we're gonna hope for a price.
I mean, I think it's the right idea. I think if you liked Wetmore, I thought he's a good single. If you liked Break Even, like I was against the horse, but if you liked the horse, a great single. And then Spread, where I thought you really could catch a price in the next 2. It hasn't happened so far, but I still think there's a good chance. One bomb here, and you're still looking at a 10-1 payday on your pick 4. So.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel really good. I mean, obviously this 11 it seemed to make sense to a lot of us. So if we get this 11 in, all will be forgiven. I would just hate that, I should be live for, I just think going back and looking at the way we structured it, we probably should be live for $1, at least on probably this 1 in 10 that we pretty much had a consensus of those being the 2 horses here. So that's really the only mistake. I think we had the right horses. And all we needed to do really was move CC up to an A and double our A's. So
I had a hard time with CC. I understand your logic coming into it. I really, she was that AB waiver horse. Is she the horse of the now and she's moving forward and you expect better out of her here, and therefore you make her an A expecting that upswing and you trust that Beholder Mile? Or is she that horse who you expect to bounce off that? And she was a real hard one for me. I was right on the fence with her and I ended up making her a B just because I felt strong earlier on in the sequence and therefore I could have some coverage behind her. So and I like the some of the prices I was getting. So yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from. I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about that. I mean, obviously you can always do it better, and it's nice to have that mentality of, geez, if I had played this a little differently, this would really be a nice payout. But I think there's also some logic there of you're not doing that bad right now.
Yeah, and that's part of the thing too, is that I really thought we were gonna get a price here, and if we didn't get a price, I thought Serengeti Empress would be the winner. So that obviously didn't play out exactly the way we wanted, but we ate a B with a shorter price, but at the same time, we're live to B's here too, so it's not like we ate a C or anything like that. But yeah, I just ABCing tickets is something that I don't do very often. I really only tend to do it when I group tickets with my brother, because we'll pool money together and play a little bit bigger tickets than normally we would. Dennis did make a comment here saying that that CC's reminding him of City of Light. Same trainer, lightly raced. Took a trip to Oaklawn for the big race in their division and prevailed over major contenders. City of Light, I mean, I saw a run in the Pegasus last year, and what was the other big race? Was also in the Classic, or was it the Mile? The year before that. But that's a little bit before I was really seriously watching horse racing. So I don't know, Mark or Caleb, if you got a comment on that.
I mean, City of Light is, really did get good kind of late into his, I think, 5-year-old year. Was also kind of a lightly raced horse, did kind of have a big number at Oaklawn. It was Mike McCarthy with Espinoza, from what I remember. So, I can see the resemblance. I think this was a good field, and I think that was a good win by CC. And I think she backed up her last Beholder Mile figure with another big number. So, I mean, I think City of Light was, comparing males and females and whatnot, it's always a little tricky, but I think CC has certainly stamped herself as probably a top 5, if not top 3 contender in the female, older female division right now, along with Midnight Bisou, and there might be a couple of debatable horses up there to take that 3rd spot. But I think with Bisou and CC have definitely made their mark, and then maybe Blue Prize and a couple others can lay claim to top 3 otherwise. I'd probably still put Serengeti somewhere in there, but I think that's a fair comparison.
Doesn't Jonathan Kinchin still have that stupid bet with somebody saying that Serengeti Empress will not win another Grade 1? I don't know if you guys listen to In the Money podcast, but I'm pretty sure that's like his thing. He's like, yeah, Serengeti, after winning the Oaks, he bet somebody that Serengeti Empress will never win another Grade 1. And he's just fucking dodged the bullet so many goddamn times. And then she'll run into Grade 2 and just fucking run off the charts. But then gets into a Grade 1 and then just comes up a little short.
I mean, if I'm the owner of Serengeti, I know we've already talked about it, but that's a terrible ride. You have to put this horse on the lead. There's no excuse. It's not like she missed the break. She broke outside of all of her main speed. There's no excuse to not, even if you're wide, there's no excuse not to make.
You just get me pissed off again.
I mean, the thing is that we've seen Serengeti Empress carve out fractions that are very fast and still hang on. So, which is exactly kind of how Ollie's Candy is. I mean, if the thing is that if you ride the horse like Joel rode Ollie's Candy, and you get nipped at the wire by CC, you gave the horse the best shot. Tracking 3 wide off the pace, that's not how Serengeti Empress wants to run. So, yeah, I agree with you there.
I mean, do we have to give a little credit, as much as I hated the horse, to Ollie's Candy? The horse set legit fractions, put away the other speeds, and almost won. I mean,
completely. You have to give props to Ollie's Candy. That was. I think a couple of things. You have to give props to Ollie's Candy, and you have to give props to Rosario for absolutely giving his horse the best chance to win and going full send. And hey, there's a ton of speed lined up in this race. Oh, I'm going to be the speed of the speed. That's a very ballsy decision to make, and he did what was best, and it was a hell of a ride, and it didn't quite work for him in the end. But man, you can't fault him anything for it, considering that horse on paper is absolutely in a different time zone than 3 or 4 of the others in here.
Yeah, I mean, I was on Ollie's Candy in the Hirsch back in July. I know I had a small win bet on her there. But that dud that she threw up in the Zenyatta and got beat by Paradise fucking Woods. I thought that maybe that the Hirsch was kind of an outlier, I guess. Then after that Zenyatta, but yeah, didn't completely embarrass themselves in the distaff, finished 4th, but did weaken. But yeah, this is, I mean, clearly the best race she's had.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be interested to see what the number comes back on that race. This is not a horse.
I will. Yeah, it's not a horse I want to play back. And it's also a horse that I'm going to be very interested to see what that fig comes back. I bet you it comes back huge in the buyer standards. So
I bet you it will. Even bigger on time form, given this fractions.
Yep. And it's going to be a massively suspect fig.
Is anyone... So, Chase, you're alive in a personal ticket. I guess, Mark, are you playing anything here in this last race?
No, I don't think I'm playing anything here. I can't find anything I like, so I'll just sit and watch.
I've used $38, so I have, what, $12 left?
Dennis says Rosario sending a horse. Are we sure there wasn't a jockey change?
Honestly, that was my biggest, not single biggest. I mean, this horse made no sense on optics. It didn't make sense in a lot of ways to me. But I looked at this horse. I'm like, this horse runs best just off the lead, and I can't see how that happens in this race from the rail. Never in a million years would I expect Rosario to send the horse the way he did. But it worked out. I mean, props. But I couldn't have forecasted that to happen the way it did.
Yeah, and the rail hasn't been good. You know, it hasn't been like a gold rail or anything all day. So it's not one of those situations where the horse sucked into a bias or something. You're just going, that was honest. And maybe that's, maybe that's what you have to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at this last race and try and beat myself up. I mean, I have fucking how much of this field? How many horses are here? 11 horses. I have 7 of them. There's only 4 horses that beat me. So
you're not gonna hedge, are you?
Who could beat you here, Josh? Who could beat you?
I don't fucking. I had to look at my tickets again.
I mean, if you have 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, I'd say you got the horses.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, yeah. And then I also have 5 and 8.
Well, you definitely want some 5.
Yep, and I also have 5 and 8 too.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, 11.
I mean, I guess like this 9 might be a dick, but I'd be surprised if you don't cash something off of this.
I like the 9 quite a bit too, so.
It's probably the only horse I'd be concerned at. And if 12 to 1, I mean, you can always put $5 down and get most of your money back. But I wouldn't hedge. Put
$10 down and get it all.
Yeah,
but that's also eating away at literally like.
I guess
you don't have any topside, do you?
No,
that's right.
I think like if I had the same size ticket and maybe I was like, I don't know, maybe I was alive in the pick 5 or something, and I was getting, I don't know, at least 2 to 1, and the only horse that I was scared of was this 9. I think maybe it makes sense. My problem with hedging always ends, at least like with me personally, is that I'm always usually so skinny that like it's super easy to hedge, and you have to hedge so much in order to make it worth it, and then you still whiff. So I mean, it just, yeah, in this case it doesn't make any sense.
No, I would say completely agree with you on the hedge side. I always find when I hedge that you know, some bomb comes in that you don't have covered or something, and that your hedge wouldn't have covered as well. So unless it's a 6-figure kind of thing.
The only thing I will say is that at one point today, out loud, I did say, there's no fucking way Hawakam beats me. And I actually said it out loud. My wife came over here and was like, wait, what did you say? I was like, oh, it's like nothing. I wasn't talking to myself. So hopefully I did not just put Hawakam in the winner's circle.
I made Hawakam a C, so I'm a little concerned that Hawakam beats me here.
Yeah, I mean, I would love this 11. This 11 made a lot of sense.
We all would. For me, it's 9 or 11. 9 or 11 are the best options.
So I was actually personally, when I was building a ticket, I was 110 to 11. So I was 110 as A's and 211 as B's, and that was it. Obviously, like I said, since we pulled money together, we went a little bit wider. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that we get a nice fast pace up front, and this will set up nicely for arrival, stay out of trouble, and just come in, take that one run, and close off. Horse has done really well at Oaklawn, so I mean 3 for 7. So, and Ingrid Mason's starting to heat up a little bit too. I know she's had a couple of big winners as of late. So,
no, 11 makes sense. I like these 11. I mean, I think there's a lot of logicals here. I'd be surprised if there was a huge. I mean, I want to play a trifecta here. Like, I think the 5 is great value at 9-2. But I don't know that. Like, I don't think the trifecta. I don't see any of the 20-1s coming in, except for maybe the. So maybe that is the play. Maybe keep this 11 in second and third, and then use my other logical. Hope this 11 hits the board. That might be the way I look at it, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked. My entire pick 5 structure costs 166, so I'm not going to complain about that at all.
All right, I have $12 left. We're gonna play this.
Josh, you look absolutely paranoid.
Oh no, I was thinking. I was trying to. Evil Bob Dole wanted me to post my tickets, and it's just like really, like I said, it's just really hard with since I'm recording off of Discord. I can't really hop in there.
Oh, I get it, man. I'm sitting here like triple boxing, and even doing what I'm doing, it's really hard.
Yeah, it's tough. I feel like it's hard with the verticals. I mean, there's so many more goofy ways to construct tickets in verticals than horizontals, in my opinion.
And well, the thing is, verticals, at least to how my brain is wired to work, are not logical structures. Like a pick 3, pick 4. Oh, okay, I'm going to structure it this way. This is how it feels. Cool, got it. But the verticals, it's sort of like there's these like backhanded ways of structuring. Like Josh making that little change, which which saved me $12. I didn't hit it either way, and it's like, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense, but I wouldn't have thought of that on my own. It's just requiring a lot more brain power, and trying to do other things at the same time is killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I found the structure I actually do like with this 11. Basically, I'm keying him in first, second, and third, demanding the 5 and second run first or second, and then playing the logicals. And
do you key boxed around him then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, what's been nice for me at least is I only played that 1 pick 4 ticket, and then I was like, oh, I'm done. Which is really how I probably should lean a little bit more towards playing. What ends up happening is I'll play a decent sized pick 4. Maybe I'll pay like a $64 to $72 in pick 4s. I generally do the two ticket structure where I play my A ticket, and then I play like a spreadier caveman ticket. So kind of like an AB structure with my A's 2x. Yeah, then I do that, and then it's like I'm wrong on a race, and so normally it's just like, oh, well, you just lost, your pick 4, whatever, your $60, $70, $80, whatever you put into it, and that's it. But I can't help myself, so of course I play that pick 4, and then I'm like, oh, like maybe I should play some exactas, some tries, and it's just like you whiff a couple times playing both those, and it's just like you lose your bankroll like 3 times as fast because you're playing all kinds of different bets. So I definitely think that I just gotta and this is more of like a personal thing, but I just gotta kind of narrow down my opinions and my structure on the way I play horses, because unless you really like a horse and you're keying it in both like a pick 3 and a double and like an exacta and having it to win, like you have so much money going through that one horse that like you got to be right more often, or you got to be right quite a bit, or they have to be long enough odds that it pays off. Otherwise, you just burn through money very fast.
Yeah, it's one of the things I do like about horizontals is the fact that I can put that structure in, and then I can kind of sit back and watch the races. I don't need to be every race creating a new ticket structure. It's put it in, and then if I see spot plays or, geez, boy, this horse I like is an A, I'm getting a good price here, and I can put a win bet or something. You're not forced to always be playing like, oh, it's a new race every time, and I need to come up with that new structure, and so And I like that aspect of it. BS Discord, watch a YouTube video or something, chill out. You don't feel obligated to recreate a new structure every 20 minutes.
I agree.
Yeah, and like that's the thing is that like I feel like at least for me, I think if I stuck to playing stuff like doubles and pick threes, I think that I would still be able to leverage my handicapping where I tend to seek out bombs and things like that. It gets kind of frustrating though, and this is something that I've just noticed, like trying to play like rolling doubles or rolling pick threes. It's just like really frustrating when you have that day where it's like you are literally right on 60% of the races, yet you don't cash a single bet, just because you just happen to like catch the wrong horse in like every single payoff leg. That kind of eats at you a little bit, and I'm sure it's the same thing as like if you playing pick fours and pick fives all the time, like constantly going 4 out of 5. I mean, if you go 4 out of 5, it's like you got 80% of it right. You just got that last one right, last one wrong, which, and then if it happens to be the middle leg, like maybe you get the first 2 and the last 2 right, and the third legs where you miss, it's like, well, if you tried to leverage pick threes too, it's like you're done. So it's really interesting. It's just you gotta change the mindset. You gotta be okay taking those long cold streaks. But I have not exactly been on a hot streak as of late either. So I think I'm kind of used to the whole cold streak thing too. So.
Yeah, the one that gets me is like today at Tampa, 9 race card. So I looked at, did capped it, and I was like, yeah, I really only want to play the 2 pick fives. I didn't really see any sequence that looked super interesting, especially with the rain and the track kind of drying, being a little funky. So the one race I screwed up was the 5th race, which is the overlap race between both pick fives. Caught a seahorse in it, managed to get the late 5 home, all A's, but still, those are the ones where you have that overlap race, and you're like, oh, and that's the one race you muck up really badly, and it makes it really hard to get anything home. So we're 3 minutes to post at Oaklawn, and this 11 is taking some money, Josh. I think this is good. I'd love some 11 here. 9's drifted a little bit.
Dude, I mean, if we get this 11, dude, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be a nice.
That'll be
nice
very nice day.
Nice little bankroll builder there.
I do have to warn you guys that I have been playing 3 weeks now, so I'm pretty much an expert. And the last race always has some just completely nonsense horse win. Like it just without fail, some absolute nonsense horse comes in. Like
so Hawakam is winning this, is what you're saying.
I mean, do either of you have Rosario insurance on the
Wait, Rosario's in this race? Where is he?
Yeah, he's on the 4. And I do not have Rosario.
Dude, why did it get so quiet? It got
Josh
very
does
quiet there. It got very, very quiet there. No, I do not have the 4.
That got very uncomfortable for a minute there.
I don't have the 4. I don't have the 9. I don't have the 12, and I don't have the 13. I don't have.
So like the 9 I could see.
I don't have the 7 either.
Like, and by the way, that Rosario horse, he's 38% with Moquette this year.
Yeah, I think the nonsense horse is going to be this 7. Like Dallas Stewart, who else to make a complete bomb in the last race, third off a layoff? Yeah, I think that's the horse that is going to be a day ruiner. I don't think I think the longest price you guys both have is the winner.
Evil Bob Dole is saying that the last 2 weeks were fucking stupid on the last leg. That's why he hit the all button. So I think he's live to $1 pick 3 to all, but he's got he's got an additional $15 pick 3 and pick 3s, I think, to other horses as well. So I think he's let me see if I can find his tickets here.
Yeah, he's got a $10 pick 3 go into the 10. And a $5 pick 3 go into the 5. And then a $1 pick 3 with an all burger. Yep. So I mean, I guess if he gets just a bomb, the $1 might be the way to go. 10.
Yeah, this isn't big enough that I can hedge, so I'm deep. I'm 6 live. Just sit here and watch.
Yeah, 10's best for Evil Bob Dole. He'd stand to make about 470 to this 10.
Yeah, I have $1 to the 10, so that
minus whatever he put in.
That's fine.
That's his best outcome, 50 cents. Max is 417 to the 12.
He's compared to the 12 though.
He has
He's
an
got an
all
all.
burger, so-
He's got a dollar. He's got all
Okay.
for a
Okay,
dollar.
so he's got a back. So he's got a backside hedge. Got
So
it.
I'm just saying the 11 is very good for him too. So we're all rooting for the 11, right? Evil Abdul.
B Marks is alive 4 times to the 5 and 10. I don't know what pool that is. But
Dennis says that Caleb looks like a homeless James Bond. So I don't know if that's a dig or a compliment.
If I have to be homeless to anything, I guess
James
James
Bond's about the best homeless you could look, right?
So you're gonna
Yeah.
compliment all like rolled into one?
I mean, depends on which James Bond. I mean, we're talking like Sean Connery, or I'm not much of a Daniel Craig. I don't think that's the route.
Dennis would be live
Not
to like
much of
the
a Sean
entire field
Connery
here
either.
if he was playing a pick 4. So I call bullshit. And they're off. Yeah, bump that 4 around. What?
17 to 1 on this 3 is the horse that kind of looked like Lone Speed. I thought was kind of crazy.
Getting some pressure now from the 10.
I mean, he was Lone Speed, and 10 ran him down by 6 lengths last time
God,
they
this
met.
11 is sitting a trip too.
Yeah, they really both are. I would be a happy fucking camper to get some like 11-3-10 action. A lot of race left though.
Yeah, and there's that whole chase pack is pretty loaded right now.
47 flat. Where do they go? A mile and a 16th. You know, they've been carving out some quick fractions today, not really falling apart.
I just don't want this 13 anywhere near any of this shit.
I mean, it looks like it's gonna be
10 or
who's in the
11.
teal cap on the outside, the 5.
No, that's
Yeah,
a
two.
teal. There's the 11.
Oh, come on, 11.
Josh.
Come on,
Shut
11.
up,
Let's go.
Josh.
Oh, come on, 5. Get up for 3rd, please.
Come on, 11. Let's go.
Oh, we're home, I think. Unless it's inside horse coming back.
No!
Oh,
Come on, 11.
Is that the 3?
Unreal.
That
The
was the
3.
Oh, I got the
Oh
3
my
too,
God.
though.
Look at my try and tell
I
me how
do
I don't
not.
kill myself. Oh my God. I had 5-10 over 3 over 11, 5-10 over 11 over 3, and 11 over 5-10 over 3. But I had no 3 over 5-10 or 11 over 5.
Dude, how?
That's what I get for talk. How does that horse come back?
Oh, you had the 3 though too, right, Mark?
I did not.
Oh, I had the 3 though. I'll tell you what, man. I was feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good there down the stretch. Unfortunately, the 11 came up a little short for about double the payout.
Can I get some phantom DQ now?
That is such a tough beat. Oh, that's going to pay enormous.
Yeah, dude, that's rough, man.
Yeah, it sucks. That really sucks. I guess that's what I get for trash talking bays so much, huh?
I fucking need that 11 to grow like the longest fucking nose hair known to man.
I mean, they're showing a photo, but there is like zero.
Nah, there's no. It
Yeah, I
was
know.
a lot.
That hurts so bad. I mean, I don't even want to see what this try is going to pay. It's probably going to pay.
I believe the word is boxcars.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be a 17 to 1 over a 21 to 1 for 50 cents. I didn't need that money.
That was that's rough. I mean, nice to know I fucking had the race pegged, but
So, I mean, do we now start to wonder if the rail might have gotten a little?
I mean, it had to, right? Because how did that three
Always
battle
Candy
back?
puts away the best speed horse in the filly and mare division, and then carves out those fractions and almost holds on. And then this horse,
No, the rail, that horse came back. That the rail has to just
that three almost like re-broke. Like it was fucking crazy. That 11 was gone.
I mean, top of the stretch, I'm like, oh, 11's pulling away. This is over. Start celebrating a little, and
I mean,
that
I
was,
know it's a gambler's fallacy to be sure. Doesn't it ever feel like they never come back when you have them? They always come back when you got the horse on the. Oh, that is a heartbreak.
I'm getting all sorts of sass from Chase because he told me when I initially posted that I literally posted the exact pick 5 I played it. I don't know, whatever, like noon, and he told me I should add the 3 to the last leg.
That try paid $775.
Oh fuck, dude! That exacta, dude, $303.
$303 exacta for $1. Oh my god, that is just infuriating. My pick
I just couldn't get to that 3. No way, can't.
I had the 3. I had the 11. 14 was like a single for me with CC. Break even torpedoed everything I had. And I didn't play the doubles back aggressively enough. Oh my god. That sucks. Honestly, it probably plays bigger with the 11 on top. That was a 21-1 over.
Dude, that 11, dude, we would have all just been fucking freaking out if that 11 would have held on. Holy fucking shit.
I would have ended the competition.
Yeah, the competition would have been over. I would have just fucking hit we would have, or my brother and I would have just fucking hit a like $1,100 pick 4 for 50 cents, which is just fucking nonsense. And then Mark would have probably won a Miata. Was that Miata money?
Yeah. $5,000.
So a very, very used, very
beater
abused,
Miata. Yeah, we're beater Miata. Yeah.
Dennis says, "Good job, Josh," but I feel bad for everyone else. See, even when he like compliments me, he's got to.
You did hit, right, Josh?
Yeah. I hit the pick 4.
Congratulations. I mean, you got 500.
Hey, congrats, man. No, nice having that 3. That I couldn't have gotten there. Very nice job on your part.
You had the right idea with the spread in the last 2, and you didn't work last race, but it definitely paid off here. God, they're showing this replay. I don't even know if I want to watch it.
The rail just had to get really good.
I think the rail just got crazy.
The last. So then, do we downplay the last race? Maybe all those compliments we threw out there.
I mean, I think probably downgrade Always Candy, which I was going to do anyway. But I think
we both already said that. But yeah. I say you kind of bring Ollie's Candy back a touch. And
I will say, for as much as I trashed my brother, he had the 3 as a B, and that's the only reason I used it. So,
hey, good on him for getting there. Good on him. I couldn't have gotten there. So
he didn't.
Just not that type of runner.
Yeah, he didn't have the 11, but fuck. What happened? I'm fucking watching this shit again.
No, right here the 9's loaded, right? Like 9's loaded. You're going, okay, it's 9 or 10.
Well, they go into the turn, and when they come out of the turn, it's pretty obvious a 3-horse race. And then it's like, all right, 10 doesn't have it, and 11 just looks like he's going to run away and hide.
11 looks like he's just he looks like he's gone. And then I don't know.
I mean, he switches leads
right there. This is over. This is completely over right here. And look at this. He's going away by half length, and he comes. Yeah, I mean, the whole way down the stretch, you're more worried that the 5's going to get there.
I mean, unless the inside wasn't, I don't know. That's just so weird. Like, I think we'd need to see like the head on, to see how much he came in, because it looked like he was like in like the 3 path, maybe the 4 path coming down.
They're showing the head on right now. At least
it looked like he was in like the 3 or 4 path off the turn, and then when the race ended, he was clearly in like the 2 path. So I don't know if maybe it wasn't good there. I don't know. That's just really weird. You don't see that Catholic boy move very often, where you get put away and then you just like re-break and win.
I don't think we can call it that anymore after his last.
I mean, he's in the 2-path right here, right? Like 2-path the whole way down, 2-3-path, drifting to the 3-path the whole way down the backstretch.
I didn't catch Mark's face when I said he was a B. Evil Bob Dole says, "LOL." Mark's face when you said he was a B. It looks like the horse did switch leads and stop, but we'll see. Look at the head on here.
What do we think?
I mean, it's not like they drew even. The 3 dug in. Like the 11 was.
The 11 was passed.
A bit of a
no. The 3 got put away. So here's the head on coming down the straight. Okay, you're right. 2-path right here.
He definitely does.
Yeah, then the 11 just throws out a boat anchor. Or I don't know, maybe not. The 3 just comes back. I mean, 3 comes out. 3, okay, so 3 does come out from the 2-path to the 3-path to re-rally. So maybe the rail's real dead and the 3-path is where you wanted to be. I don't know.
I don't know. That's I mean, I had the top 5 horses, so I think I had that horse that race pretty nailed. But man, that fucking 11.
That's one of those instances where I had $12 to spend on 3 trifectas. Keyed the 11 with 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 with 5, 10. And I basically keyed them in every position except for 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, or rather 1, 2, 3 I did not play on top. So for another $4, I play the 1, 2, 3 over 11 over 5, 10. And that hits for, what was it, 5, 7,
you would have ended it. It was 8 something. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. So there's a pick plus 10 tonight, and I need to start handicapping Los Alamitos. So
So how do we
cap some Los?
How did we finish? Is everyone busto? I still have $25, but
about $25.
I went bust.
Okay, so $5 additional. By the way, Mark, has everyone paid you up yet for your bourbon? I know I sent you money.
One person has not, but besides that, everybody else has. Okay. Yes, for my.
All right, remind me what I owed. Was it 15?
Yeah, it was 15. It was the $10 initial buy-in plus the $5 for your one-time thing. So Mark, we do expect you next week to show us the bottle that you bought with the $80 that we gave you. So
yeah, I will. I'll make that happen.
All right, cool. Well, for Chase, who decided to cut out a little bit earlier because it's his kid's birthday, we're on the wrong